Mae e wedi gwneud ei benderfyniad. A does neb yn gallu dadlau ag e.
Screwfix Sprint, yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Pythefnos i heddi gyfeillion bydd hi'n ddolig, ond mae'r dathlu wedi dechrau'n gynnar i'r dre newydd a Holffordd. Y ddau wedi dechrau tymor yn araf, ond y ddau yn dechrau tanio ar ddau yn llygada'r hanner ucha 3 pwynt arall ar ôl taro tair yng Nghaernarfon i'r dre newydd wythnos diwetha, a Holffordd hefyd arediad bach taclus. A stwpiwch y twrci, fil oedd ar y fwydlen i Holffordd wythnos diwetha, a blasus iawn oedd y gic rydd na hefyd yn erbyn Pen-y-bont. Triffwynt pwysig i'r ddau dîm, a'r ddau dîm yn cwrdd nawn ma ar y Barclaytham. Dyma'r olygfa i chi yng nghanolbarth Cymru. Yr unig man, nid oes dim eira dwi'n credu, yn yr ardal gyfan. Ond mae yna gêm, dyna'r newyddion da wrth i'r dre newydd, gwrdd a Holffordd, a mae gemau yn bethau pryn penwythnos yma. Credwch chi fi, croeso mawr ato ni, croeso mawr i Mr Malcolm Allen, i Mr Mourinho yn y got na. Dylen ni weid, Malcolm, edrych yn hapus iawn os gael awgrymu hynny, Malcs?
Lot gwell bore yma, a dwi'n siŵr mae pawb yn gwybod pam, ond yn sicr, na, teimlo'n dda am y gemau hefyd.
Dyna ni. Sdim byd yn gwahanu rein o ran y tabl, y ddau arediadau tebyg hefyd. Felly, be fydd y gwahaniaeth ar y cae pnawn yma?
Mae'n mynd i fod yn gem bêl-droed, dau dîm sy'n licio cael y bêl lawr a chwarae. Mae'n bwysig bod dre newydd yn ymestyn y cae, ddwy ffordd, a i wneud siŵr bod nhw'n cael chwaraewyr unigolion yn erbyn unigolion. Ond ti'n edrych ar y ddau dîm ar bapur, dau dîm di tango lawn ni, ond mae yna 7 gem i fynd ar yr holl. Mae yna y ddau dîm ar 20 o bwyntiau yn barod, felly ti'n meddwl 10 pwynt arall. 30 pwynt, jyst anelu am y 30 pwynt na. Felly, gem mor hanfodol, dwi'n meddwl, i beth sy'n mynd i ddigwydd. Oherwydd 6 gem ar o heddiw, 3 pwynt i fan hyn i Hwlffordd heddiw, fe hwnna'n anferthol. Felly, gem dyn, ond fyna golia. Mwy na dyn ni gael deud am lot o gema'n ddiweddar.
Ie, wel, gewn ni weld, jyst y fach bod gem, i fod yn holl onest, yn ôl popeth sydd wedi digwydd penwythnos yma. Dim un gem arall heddi wedi gohirio. Mi oedd na un gem ddoi, gohirio di gem rhwng Ceyconac a Aberystwyth. Tro cyntaf na Madied, so i bod wedi gohirio gem ers degawd yn ôl y sôn. O Flint gartre yn ebyn Met Caerdydd. Cico Smotin fan hyn, Malcs, Chubb yn cael ei lorio, oedd hwnna'n benderfyniad cywir?
Na, dim yn Cico Smotin i fi. Oherwydd lle mae'r bêl yn mynd, edrych lle mae'r bêl yn mynd sydd i'r golwr. Dim yn dacol, edrych lle mae'r bêl yn mynd. Mae'n croesi'r bêl a mae'n dacl hwyr anna fo, felly mae'n Cico Smotin a ipyn bach gwell na Harry Kane neithiwr fan hyn.
Lewis Pain, sgoriodd ei, ni fod yn dig. Yr ail un oedd y sioc i bawb, dwi'n credu, dal yn edrych am y bêl na, mynd tua'r ffurfafed. Ie, ond Lewis Rhys yn taro fan hyn, Met yn mynd ar y blaen, ond wedyn ni Malcs, 5 munud o diwedd, mae hyn yn digwydd, y Flint yn taro nôl, Brandon Diaw, y cawr yn taro, pwynt da i'r Flint fan hyn?
Wel, mae'n pwynt da, maen nhw gartraf, o'n i mos o'n nhw wedi ennill y gêm, ond dyn nhw'n cael llawer o goliau mewn chwarae agored. Mae bob un gol yn dod o un trosedd, cic gornel, cic... Sy'n bydd yn anghywir yn hynny, wrth gwrs, mae gen nhw gymaint o chwaraewydd mawr tal, fel da ni'n gweld yn y gol yma, a unwaith mewn ymosod ar y bêl ac yn benderfynol i chyrraedd i, mae'n bod tro mynd i fod yn gol.
Wel, nhw wedi colli 5 yn ôl cyn honna, felly gymryd nhw'r pwynt byddwch chi'n tybio. A heddi, wrth gwrs, clybiau yn y melyn, dangos mor agos i nhw, Holffordd ar dre newydd, dim yn gwanu nhw o ran y tabl, a just y gemau, gawn ni weld fan hyn nawr, y gemau sydd wedi cael i gohirio, a Malcolm yn dangos, felly bod hi'n fwy pwysig y dre newydd o Holffordd fan teisio.
Mae'n gyfnod yna, yn ystod y Nadolig, mis ac yn hyn, 6 gem, bob un tîm i fod chwarae 6 gem. Wel, mae hyn wedi cael ei gohirio heddiw, felly, am llawer o gemau wedi cael ei chwarae, felly mae yna un gem ychwanegol. Ond gymaint o bwyntiau gwffio amdano mis Rhagfyr, a mae yn really trefnu lle ti'n mynd i orffan yn y 6 ucha neu 6 isa, wrth gwrs. Ac hefyd, ella, am y syddedd Ewrop yna dod diwedd tymor.
Ie, wel, mae yna gem. Diolch byth, dwi'n pwysleisio hynny, ac yn ailadrodd hynny hefyd. Dewch i ni glywed gan y capteiniad cyn y gic gyntaf fan hyn.
Corey, Haverfordwest and Newtown both neck and neck in the race for top 6. Does that make today a 6-pointer?
Yeah, definitely. I think we both on a good run of form. I think we both won 3 games. It's a massive game for us today. I think if we get the 3 points, I think it pushes us into 6, I think. So, yeah, it's a huge game.
You've had a difficult September, October, but turned it around recently. Confidence high in the camp?
Yeah, I think so. We've been struggling lately with a lot of injuries, to be honest. But yeah, I think we got a good run going, like I just said. So I think we can hopefully take something from a game today.
That last game against Penabont, a local side, a local derby, that was a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a great win. You know, Penabont are a good team. You don't go into it thinking it's going to be an easy game, obviously, and we done well. We were hanging on in the end a bit, but yeah, it was deserving 3 points in the end.
You've had a goal from a halfway line at this ground before. Will you see something similar today?
How are you on about on the way up in the car? Because Jamie Veal as well, he scored the same goal for Haverfordwest, so I'd definitely be keeping my eye out anyway.
At home today, where your form hasn't been as good as your away form, actually, so have you got a point to prove at home?
I think so. It's been something over the last, I would even say 4 or 5 years. At home, we've always been really strong. It's been our away form that's really let us down. So, yeah, I think we've got a point to prove. We've got a point to prove every week now. You know, there's been a lot of talk about what we're going to achieve at the start of the season. We've fallen well below the standards that we'd set ourselves. So I think, yeah, every game, whether it's home or away now, is just as important, unfortunately.
Race for top 6 is heating up, and you could be there in the top 6 end of today. Looking forward to it?
Yeah. As I said, look, we've been bitterly disappointed how our season's gone so far. We've had a really poor season as far as we're concerned, but we still aren't that far away. You know, we've got a huge Christmas coming up. With no disrespect to any of the teams that we're playing, they're points that we're really looking to pick up, you know, maximum points over the next 4 or 5 games. Excuse me. So, yeah, really looking forward to it, and hopefully we can sneak in.
Kieran Mills-Evans, un o'r enwau cyfarwydd na yn y gyngrair. Mae'n ddiffyn drwy newydd, ei llawn chwaraewyr profiadol, felly beth di digwydd i amddiffyn nhw tymor yma? Maen nhw bron diildio gymaint o'n i sôn nhw trwy gydol tymor diwetha. Ie,
mae'n 5 llai i fyny rwan, be nath nhw diwedd tymor. 30 o goliau'n barod. Ti'n edrych ar Shane Sutton a Mills-Evans y partneriad ma yn cry dros y blynyddoedd. Maen nhw'n safle gwarchod nhw, mae profiad nhw, bob dim yna. Ond heddiw, ti'n mynd i ddod i fyny yn y bych chwaraewyr Sutton cyflym, traed cyflym, a ti'n edrych ar Ben Fawcett, dwi wrth y modd, 22 oed, Jack Wilson 21 oed, fe ddech chi Jordan Davies, mae o'n prif sgorio nhw fo 6 gol, mae o'n 26, ond digon o goesa a gegni, felly maen nhw'n mynd i greu problemau eto heddiw. Ti'n deud hynny hefyd, mae Haverford mond i sgorio 20 o goliau mewn 15 o gema, felly dyna mae'n gret i ddod yma, ond ti record Dre Newydd ddim yn gret gartra, mond i cyrraedd 2 tymor yma. Na, ni yn canolbwyntio ar y dechrau araf mae'r ddau dîm wedi cael. A wedyn chi'n edrych ar rhestr fer rheolwr y mis. Mae Tony Pennock a Chris Hughes ar hwnnw. Mae'r chwaraewyr yr ddau dîm. Mae'r rhestr fer chwaraewyr y mis hefyd. Mae'n dangos i bawb bod pethau yn gwella o ran y ddau dîm. Dyna beth sy'n dda. Mae'r momentum gan y ddau dîm wedi curo 3 gêm yn olynol y ddau dîm. A maen nhw i gyd wedi deffro. Nes i Chris Hughes bod yma, dyle fod i gael ei bartidoli dechrau tymor. Wedyn, sa'i dim wedi dechrau deffro. Ti'n bod dechrau amser yn erbyn, maen nhw wedi tan gyflawni. Maen nhw wedi cael 500, maen nhw'n mynd i gael 500,000 o euros erbyn diwedd y tymor o ben nath nhw'n Ewrop. Felly, fydd o'n tan gyflawni sydd nhw'n cyrraedd Ewrop eto tymor yma. Felly, mae o'n gwybod, mae'r tîm yn gwybod, maen nhw wedi dechrau mynd ar garlam, ond mae Haverford yn beth. Ie, mae Ewrop yn ffactor, mae mor ddiddorol gyda Ewrop, a mae'r clybiau yma. Mae tymor nhw wedi dechrau nôl yn yr haf. Cofiwch, felly digon yn digwydd. Malcolm yn mynd fyny i'r pwynt sylwebu fan hyn ar ôl clyrio Iwddwg. Nawn ni weld Malcolm yn y pwynt sylwebu. Ni'n mynd i gael sgwrs cyn y gic gynta, achos mae yna wr arbennig arall yma, yn ogystal â Malcolm. Y gŵr yma bydd yn sylwebu ar y bottom coch, Will Evans. Drychwch ar y goliau yma. Yn sgorio i Gymru Ec yn efo Lloegr Ec ar yr ofal, 4-0. Erbyn hyn yn chwarae i Gasnewydd. Mae fe gyda ni. Pnawn mawr. Mae da ni westai arbennig ar y bottom coch heddi, just saying. Will, special guest on the red button, Will Evans, formerly of Ballatown and Cardiff Met, of course. Welcome. Nice and warm for you today.
Yeah, it's a cold one today. I've had to wrap up, but yeah, looking forward to the game.
Looking forward to being up there in the competition with Mark Jones, of course, your manager with Wales C. Does he still mention that game?
Yeah, he does. He rings me oftenly, to be fair, Mark, just to tell me, well, that I've kept him in a job for another year or so. But no, yeah, it's turned up today, looked straight for the gantry, and we've got a box and a heater, so I think we'll be all right. Yeah, that's luxury, to be fair. Got to ask you about Newport yesterday. Disappointing result, losing at home to Doncaster? Yeah, disappointing one, really. We've been on a good run. You know, we've put good wins together in the league, and, you know, that would have been 3 on the banks in the league, but unfortunately yesterday we weren't quite at the races, and, you know, you get punished at that level, and it's something I've learned to realise pretty quickly.
Yeah, we'll have another chat half-time. I want to ask you about life at Newport. It's fascinating. Do you still have time to keep an eye on the old Cymru Prem?
Yeah, I do, to be fair. After every game, I'll always look through the results, and, I'll always look at Bala and Met first as my old clubs. But, keep an eye on it still. And, I think this year, I know TNS have put together a really strong fight this year, so it's looking pretty comfortable for them at the moment. But below, it's probably a 4-5 horse race for the top 3.
Yeah, we're concentrating on this. These two are desperate to get in the top 6. Is that a big deal for clubs to be in that top half when the split happens?
Massively, I think, for clubs and both for players. I think the players want to play against the best teams, showcase what they've got against the better clubs who are, in the top 6 at the time. So, yeah, really important. And I think for the clubs, obviously, it opens up that door for Europe.
Well, off you go to commentate with Mark Jones. See you again half-time. Diolch yn fawr, Will.
Cheers.
Fydd Will gyda ni ar yr egwyl erbyn hyn. Mae fe gyda Mark Jones, so everything Saesneg, English language commentary, that's available. Will Evans there with Mark Jones. Wrth i ni weld yr olygfa yn y dre newydd, a credwch chi fi, o weld y gemau sydd wedi cael ei gohirio, mae'n olygfa braf iawn. Ac mae yna bêl-droed byw i ni ar bnawn di Sul. Felly ni draw i'r pwynt sylwebu. Malcolm Allen wedi cyrraedd ac yn disgwyl amdano fe. A chi, mae Ifan Gwilym.
Good afternoon and welcome to Latham Park in Newtown, where the Robins entertain Haverfordwest County in the JD Cymru Premier League. Both teams are on level points after 15 games, thankfully for Chris Hughes and Tony Pinnock. Both teams have hit form of late. At present, it's 4 wins in a row for Newtown and 3 for Haverfordwest, which should provide us with a pre-Christmas cracker. And to add to that, we have Newport County's Will Evans, who said a quarter of an hour ago he kept me in a job for Wales with his brace, which got himself a professional career. So you owe us this afternoon, Will. Welcome, son.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
The lineups there. Newtown, of course, will be familiar with every player out there. And by the way, I think we better get this in, Will. Every other game in the Cymru Premier League is postponed today. Has that happened in your career?
No, that's a new one. I haven't seen that very often, and I suppose the league probably won't have either. And you think with these new 3G, 4G pitches, and we've gone away from the grass in this league for the majority, you think it would be okay, but obviously the weather came out on top today.
There are the lineups, a couple of changes in there. The Newtown, Jake Walker comes in for George Hughes, and a few changes in the Haverfordwest team. See the likes of Jordan Davies is playing right wing back. And Henry Jones is back in midfield. Yori Humphries has come in as a centre-back. So there's the changes. The line-up there, 4-2-3-1. Newtown, any stars there for you?
Yeah, I think we always play difficult games against Newtown. They move the ball quick. They pass it well. And, I think that front four is a real strong outfit for Newtown.
And Aaron Williams just gets amongst the goals and keeps getting amongst the goals.
Yeah, he's a goal scorer. And, that shows in the standings where he is.
And it looks like Haverfordwest, I think that's right. We were talking to Tony Pinnock earlier on. They will go 5-3-2 with Henry Jones playing as a 10. There's a lot of footballers on show today, Will.
Yeah, I mean, it really is a good fixture, and hopefully today we see some of that come through. And, if you get Henry Jones on the ball in that half space between the midfield and the defenders, he can cause some real danger.
Both mid-table in the league, both on 20 points, so should be, like we said, a big game. There's Chris Hughes and Tony Pinnock. Both great football men. Decent football men as well, the pair of them. There's Leah G. He'll have a big game on his hands, I think, today. Leah G. Clean sheets. Simple answer. If he keeps a clean sheet, they're most probably going to get a win here this afternoon. So, the huddle. Is that to keep warm or is that tactical, Will?
It's definitely to keep warm, isn't it?
Henry Jones. And there's a lad who always gets amongst the goals, Nick Rushton. 223 games. How many goals, Will?
Yeah, he scored a few against us. Ooh. Is he on the 100 club?
80, not bad. 84. Yeah. And it doesn't play as an out-and-out centre-forward. No. Plays as a 10. Great return.
Fair play, yeah. He's scored a few goals against me in my time, so, yeah. If he gets a chance today, you'd fancy him to put it away.
Mark Petch is the man in the middle. So, the only JD Cymru Premier League game today is kicking off Newtown versus Haverfordwest. Ryan Sears goes long with the first ball, looking for Aaron Williams, headed away by Yori Humphreys. Shepherd helps it on. Sears, Jones. Could be the first yellow. Referee's right there. Jones will stay down. Will?
Yeah, that's the little space I was speaking about for Henry Jones. If he picks up in there, he can be dangerous. I know he's tried spreading that pass through, doesn't quite come to him, but if he picks up those second balls in that area, as you see there, a little clip, I think any later on in the game, it's probably
that
a yellow.
Is a World Cup yellow anyway. I'm telling you, Will. I've watched hundreds of them over the last couple of weeks, and for me, he's got away with one there. Ryan Sears got sent off in his fixtures last year, by the way, on television.
Yeah, you'd imagine if that's probably 4 or 5 minutes on into the game, he's probably seeing a yellow.
Risa Brucey whips one in. He'll be looking for Jenkins. First flick. We fight Ben Fawcett behind there. Fawcett hasn't been amongst the goals as much as he wanted to, but he's a great player. I think he just needs a bit of luck.
Yeah, he's a solid lad, Fawcett. You know, he makes things happen. Obviously in that Wales Sea camp, I saw a little bit more of him personally, and I thought he's obviously a player with a lot of talent, and you know those goals will come if he works hard and you know goes on a little bit of a run. And it's one of them. Once he gets one, you feel like a few will follow.
Yeah, I have to agree. Dave Jones, ball out Robles. Louis Robles gets the header. Rushton in that 10 roll who go either side, just behind the striker. Just forces it out, trying to force the ball.
You see from Ryan Sears early on as well, he wants to get up behind and support. It's quite good movement from Rushton, to be fair, pulled out right. Well, Robles will roll in, and you know Sears coming up behind to support.
Chris Hughes there, great record as a Newtown manager. I think it's four Europes now in his campaign at Newtown. Fantastic work he's done here for the Robins. Will, and he's a permanent fixture in this league.
Yeah, he's you know Chris has done a really good job over the years for Newtown, and you know how many years he's been in the role now. It just shows you know the confidence they have in him. Brings in some really good solid players from you know across the border as well, and you know if they can start just to put a bit of a run together now over Christmas, I think I heard Kieran Mills-Evans say it, they can put a real stamp on trying to get in that top six.
Sears fires it down. I'm pleased to see Lee Jenkins, by the way, playing centrally as a centre half today, in between the two centre halves outside him. Long throw. Is it Sears or Aaron Williams will take this? It looks like Ryan Sears is going down there. Everyone back a sec for Henry Jones for Haverfordwest, who are playing in a customary black and white. The Bluebirds playing in black and white. Doesn't seem right.
Would you want to call them the Blackbirds?
Sears to fire the long throw in. It is a good long throw as well. Sutton with the first, hooked away by Brucey, and Jones with the second one. Callum Roberts back into the mixer. Jenkins breaks on here. 4 against 4. Walker, for me, that'll be an interesting one again. Stayed down as well. Fawcett, I think, is on the floor.
I thought there was going to be a yellow card coming there.
Absolutely. Strong tackle on the edge. Shepherd, that was a decent tackle. Fawcett still on the ground, by the way. Duggan. Kieran Mills-Evans does well to get that back to the goalkeeper, Jones. Interesting replay here now, Will. You've stepped up a gear now. You've gone up to Football League, so you're going up to Scorio VAR in the next 10 or 15 seconds, mate. No pressure. First impressions?
Yeah, I thought it was a foul, to be fair. I think he's just nicked it past him.
It's a massive foul.
Yeah, it's a definite foul. He's left a leg out. I think he knows himself. He's turned around and walked away to get back into shape. Yeah, it's a definite foul, if not a yellow card. But, you know, it happens. Refs makes mistakes, and he's not seen that one.
Wow. I know he's Tony Pennock is asking the fourth official there. I think has the referee switched on so far today? I know he's some sort of karate expert, isn't he? The ref. We were talking to him at the start.
I was about to say, get off his back.
I think he's taking that a bit far, isn't he?
You were singing his praises before the game.
Only because he's a karate expert.
Makes sense.
Fawcett. And there's the bench. A couple of key players out today. Elliot Scotcher on that bench again. He's back and forth with his injuries. He's a key player in this team. He's such a good player. They need him if they're going to be top six. Well, Fawcett does look injured there, by the way.
maybe a dead leg, and again in the cold it probably doesn't help with him. Going back to Elliot Scotch, I know the lads that Cardiff met, he was there in the early years when, you know, Christian was building the squad together, and they sang so highly about his praises, and I don't know if it's an injury or a tactical omission from the squad today, but yeah, he is a really important player for Haverfordwest.
Yeah, he moves the ball really well. Kennock will be disappointed if he does lose 4 sets as early as this. But that's 2 challenges early on. Callum Roberts looking for that Harris in behind. Ooh, he was quick then, he was fleet-footed, and he wouldn't mind a few balls like that. 3rd foul. Well, they're 3-0 ahead on fouls so far, Newtown, in the first 5 minutes.
There's no malice in that one, I don't think. I think he's just tried to get into the end of the ball. It's overrun. I think the keeper's done well. He's come out well and cleared it. Yeah, it's one of them. He's tried getting out of the way. But his whistle is working.
Yeah, the surface is bound to be a bit skiddy today with the weather we've had. Even though the game, as you said, is on, it's still 0 degrees, I think, at Newtown. Watts with a header. Early goal is the remedy to warm the place up, Will.
Definitely so, definitely so.
Jordan Davis.
There you go, there's that skid again.
Yeah,
they'll try and meet that on the full there. That's what it's going to do. So long balls again, they've got to be more of a whip rather than a drive, because it's just going to skid on, as we've seen.
Current form there for Newtown and for Tony Pennock's Haverfordwest. Callum Roberts once again trying to play his way in. Alan Williams comes really deep there. That is deep for a centre forward. Roberts. Rushton. Looks like we could have a key battle out on that side. Harris against Watts. Watts does well to stop the cross, to be honest.
Yeah, it was a nice move from Newtown, to be fair, and Williams obviously dropped in. Rushton's gone in ahead of him, and Callum Roberts has picked him out nicely before playing in Harris down the line. See if anything comes of it.
Yeah, crazy thing about this, Will, is when every other game is called off on the afternoon, 3 points at stake here almost become like a 4-pointer.
Yeah, definitely. You'd rather have the points in hand than going and try and chase them. So both teams look to capitalise on that, and you know, it's not been a bad start, a little bit frantic like most start of the games are, but there's been signs that both teams are going to go for it.
They both played 15 games, 8th in the table. Newtown won 6, drawn 2 and lost 7 on 20 points. Haverfordwest 7th, played 15, won 6, drawn 2, lost 7, 20 points. Absolutely.
It's a stalemate.
Shepherd leaves one in on Louis Robles this time. There's no lack of physicality so far this afternoon. Robles goes down.
Yeah, I don't think he was ever going to win that one, but it's probably more so just to let him know he's in the game. Yeah, it's just come through the back of him. I think he's just got him on the back of the head.
That is all you need on a freezing cold afternoon. He clips him with a slight elbow.
Rather me than him, that's all I'll say.
Robles. Shepherd. Great to see him with the captain's armband. Take some responsibility and get your team playing. Cowans, Henry Cowans, to take the free kick. 5 men up. Headed away by Ricky Watts. Henry Jones hooks on, and Harris try and play it back. Jamie Veal pressing there, great free kick. Did you see Jamie Veal's free kick a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, great. Against Penabon, yeah?
Yeah,
it was a great
superb
finish.
Free kick.
He's got that in his locker from the dead ball as well. Jamie Veal, I remember whenever he scored one against us at Bala, actually. Great technique on it. I think that was for Abba and to make it 2-2 so yeah, he's definitely got it in the locker.
Humphreys fires it down the line. Sears. Are we going identical shapes here, Will?
Yeah, it looks like a bit of a match-up, to be fair. You know, I think, as you've seen, Corey Sheff will hold a little bit more. I think Jamie Veal will step up alongside Henry Jones just to match him up with Walker and Cohen's. It looks like the space for Harris in that half space in between the centre half and the full-back is going to be the one to hurt him.
Yeah, it's a good game of matchups. You could be offside there, or Jones is onside. It's a good run from Jones, and not a bad ball as well from Fawcett. But Brucey puts it in Sutton. You'll accept them all day, Sutton. Cowans guides it out of play.
Again, Henry Jones making that third man run in behind. That's going to be pivotal. I said about him dropping off, but also making that run in behind as well could be a real issue for Newtown.
I think, like you just said, if you're Henry Jones and you've got Shane Sutton and Kieran Mills-Evans and there's big gaps in between them, that is a great...
That's where you want to explore.
Got to get in between them.
It's going to be a bit of unselfish work from the two forwards for Haverfordwest to open that space up for him to drive into. And, you know, having playing with him, he's definitely got the quality to then produce a bit of magic.
Louis Robles, a couple of seasons with TNS. Sears will take the throw. Ex-Grimsby, Telford. An accustomed role of right back for him today. Obviously missed the Newtown itself. Craig Williams filled that spot for 400 plus games. But Sears has the legs to play fullback. Yeah,
definitely. I think his more natural position is central. But you know, if you look at the back middle two against Sears, I think Sears has played right back for Shrewsbury as well. I mean, he's accustomed to it, so yeah, he's more than capable of doing it.
Walker, Humphreys, Watts will get it wide. Jordan Davis, can he get a run at Callum Roberts?
This is the 8 ball there. It's a tough one for Callum Roberts, whether he comes for it or he stays behind.
Yeah, I think Henry made the wrong run then, by the way. He's run out wide. Jordan got a chance to test Callum. I think it'll be a good battle there. Harris. Sharp started at a good pace. Rushton. Great ball from Rushton. Sears is in with a chance. Sears, the back heel. Should he took it on, Will?
Thought he's going to hit that first time with his right foot. You can see what he's tried doing. I think they've got a corner out of it. It's a lovely move again from Newtown. And I spoke earlier about Ryan Sears getting ahead of the winger, and he's made a really intelligent run there. Should he have hit it first time? Or
yeah, he's got to roll the dice there.
I think he's on his right foot as well. I think he's got to hit it. I can see what he's tried to do, but he wanted to hit that.
Yeah, definitely.
I know that.
12 minutes into the game, just 10 to 12 yards out. But like you said, passed it through very well. Oh, it's 2 against 1 here on a break. If Shepherd has the ability, I would have had all the money in the world on Shepherd delivering that pass.
He's gone with the outside of the foot, and it's a tough one.
He is one of the best passers of the ball in the Cymru Premier League, and that was on then.
Yeah, it was definitely on, and that's what Newtown got to be careful with. You know, it's come from their own corner, and could have very easily put Haverfordwest through on goal. Yeah,
it's end-to-end stuff. There'll be some ground covered here today, I think. 2 fit teams, both wanting to play the attacking way. Newtown incredibly well. No clean sheet in 16 games.
Is that right? Yeah.
Opening game of the season, 0-0 against TNS. Means you're going to have a real tight season.
And then they've oh God, yeah.
No goals, no clean sheet in 16 games.
I think Dave Jones would be too happy about that. And the defence, to be fair, but yeah, you know, they've got a solid outfit at the back there, and you wouldn't expect that to hear that stat.
Fired in again. First one is so important. Mills-Evans goes up, second ball again. The break's on. No, this time Callum Roberts is in defence. Veal.
Yeah, it's a good out ball.
It's a late tackle again. Going to miss. Referee, to be fair to him, was running the other way trying to catch up a play. Can't blame him for that one.
Yeah, you're asking your linesman to help you out there. I don't think there's too much in it.
Rushton. Again, I'll try and Barraris in against Watts. Doubling up over there. There's Jordan Davis. Callum Roberts stands it up well, Roberts. And Robles just gets a shot out. Just starting to take hold of this game, Newtown, I think, Will.
Yeah, I think that combination down the left-hand side is proven to be a bit of a nuisance for Haverfordwest. And it's not a bad ball in, a little bit behind Robles. Gets contact on it, but not enough to trouble Leardsley in the net.
Yeah. If Mills-Evans and Sutton are keen enough to take the 2 strikers for each other, the fullbacks could have key roles here for Newtown.
This is the issue, I think, from Newtown's point of view is when they get the wing backs out in space a little bit higher. I know Reece has come a little bit deeper here, but they, in that half space between the winger and the fullback, seems to be a bit of an issue. And if they can get that up there to Jordan Davis and Abruzzi, then they've got a bit of space to attack into.
Shepherd. Humphreys. Back to the experience, Idzi. 34 years of age now, Idzi. He's played plenty of games in this league.
That's a nice play. Bit of quality now.
Davis. Chance here. Great touch from Jones. Got the shot off well as well. He's a little bit unlucky there. His touch was tremendous. Got the shot off, but Dave Jones in the centre of the goal dealt with it well.
Again, that overlapping wing-back run, I think Jordan Davis has done well, really. Great first touch. He's had to take it early and he's unlucky.
Robles. Walker heads on to Shepherd. Key battle. Henry Jones trying to spin Walker. Walker will love that all day. I think he's the type of player, Walker, if he's given a job like Henry Jones to look after, he'll accept it.
Definitely. And Corey Shepherd there, you see he's got his head up. He wants to look for Henry Jones. He looks to start the game really well here. Wants to try and get him on the ball. He'll make things happen again. It's a lovely little reverse pass.
Veal in space. Davis now with that chance. Harris is just getting at the double up. Great ball across. Yeah. Tremendous defending as well. Only 5 minutes ago. I think Newtown were on top. And what a reply from Haverfordwest.
Yeah.
It's end-to-end stuff. It's a great game at the moment. Robles.
A nice ball.
Loads of room here for Robles. Williams, Harris in the box. Rushton arriving. Robles got to take the shot on, I think. Takes the shot on. Brilliant tackle.
Great recovery.
Great defending by Humphreys. Back post to Harris. Chance with the header. Big chance. Does he pull it back across instead? He goes for goal and it goes straight in the goalkeeper's hand.
It's a really nice ball from Henry Cohen. As the defence are coming out, Harris is just snuck in around that back post. He's picked out really well. I think he's got to head it, but it's a tight angle. It's a tight angle.
Striker and you says he has to have a go though.
Of course it is. End-to-end stuff though.
Great game. Superb at the moment. Just get us a goal or two. We've been lacking on goals of late in the live games.
I sense there's a few coming in this one.
I'll tell you what, Will, we were talking about yourself at Newport County and the levels of fitness that managers and people want off you. There'll be a few miles covered this afternoon if they stay at this pace.
Yeah, definitely, and you can see how both teams are moving the ball really well. You know, switching it from side to side, taking their time with some nice build-up play. It requires defenders to move across, and you know, we've got to stay concentrated, track runners, and you know, Harris has creeped in back post there, and that's what they've got to be aware of.
Idzi. Humphreys it is. On the left-hand side of the back three. Decent ball. Mills-Evans. Sears just guides it against the right back of Abruzzi. TNS stretching away at the top. Will, did you expect anything else this season?
You know, they're always strong every year. You know, the clubs that play against them will always say it's the full time that makes a difference, and you know, obviously it does. You have more time to work on things. You know, you're more compact, you're more working to a script, and they put up a real good start to the season.
Shepherd disappointed that the referee's given the foul against him then. Yeah, just about.
I can see why he's given it. If he plays on, you can see why.
Roberts drives through the middle. Great tackle. Superb tackle from Veal. Shows the other side of his game.
Well, that's it. We've been talking about how well he is going and advancing. Callum Roberts down here now. There's a chance.
Sporting from Jordan Davis. Yeah, it's a strong tackle from Veal on Callum Roberts. One of those ones when you don't see him coming as well. Yeah, can't take the wind out of you.
Yeah, he's got the ball. Maybe he's just rolled over on his dismount. Yeah, maybe just caught him on the ankle. No, it's a good tackle.
Third last season, Newport, another great season from 51 points. They lost, you played against him plenty of times, Will. Lafumpa Andy, he was a good, decent player.
Yeah. Fumford,
it was a big loss for Newtown.
Big loss, yeah. He's energetic. He's a little bit raw in the fact that he can run at players. His finishing come on leaps and bounds last year, and he was warranted with a move out to Canada. I'm not too sure how he's getting on, but yeah, he was a really strong player for Newtown.
I actually spoke to Kieran Mills-Evans about him a couple of weeks ago, and he said he was such an outlet, an incredible outlet. It makes a difference to your team when you lose someone like that. Just catches him there.
When you've got that electric pace that he had as well, it's always a great outlet to have.
Jones. Shepherd. Just likes to get on the ball all the time, Shepherd, and build the play.
It's good defending. It's good defending from Shane Sutton. There's his experience showing there.
Yeah, yet again, Will, by the way, it looks like Kieran Mills-Evans and Sutton they're willing to take them at one-on-one.
Yeah, they've got to accept it. With two up against them, with the wing-backs pushing onto the full-backs, they're going to have to accept that 1v1, and so far so good for them.
Dave Jones. Rushton. Veal in space. Two sliding forwards ahead.
It's just going to skid.
Forsett will do well to keep that in play. Does very well to keep it in play. Trying to drive inside Sutton.
Getting up to the task, Sutton.
Harris drops deep.
Nice little turn.
Great turn out. Leaves Davis for dead there. Just run out of space. Fancy the run at Ricky Watts then.
Yeah, you don't mind that though. He's kind of made that chance himself with a nice little bit of skill. And just unfortunately just overran it. But Shane Sutton again back there. We were just talking about it. He's got to accept his 1v1 battles, and Fawcett is always going to have that extra yard on him. But it's how you respond, and he's got back in well, and he's actually come out with the ball.
Yeah, with only 22 minutes gone, Will. 3 wins in a row, Haverfordwest, after not the best of periods. Are you taking an away point at Newtown?
Yeah, we were saying earlier about coming to Newtown, it can be difficult. Would you take a draw away here? I think you'd be happy with it, but I think, again, Haverfordwest look at their team and how they've started this game. They'll look to take all 3 points, and, if they can just try and get Henry on the ball like they are here now, and get him on the ball and create a few more attempts, there's no reason why they can't go on to win.
Yeah, that's right. I think, to be fair to both managers and both sets of players, they're both looking to get forward every time they get it.
Yeah.
No one's sitting in at all.
No, it's definitely an attacking game.
Not the greatest of balls there by Ryan Sears. Robles was running in, dragging a defender wide, and he's just hooked it out of play.
And I think that's what Rushton's saying to him. Robles has pulled him out wide. Can you try and find him on the inside? That's where Rushton wants it back to play, bring players into the game. He wins a flick here.
Shane Sutton.
He's obviously not paying for the balls, is he?
Not at all.
I think that's ended up in Oswestry.
Might keep an eye out for that one on the way back to Cardiff, Will. Shepherd. Yeah, Shepherd and Jones are starting to win the midfield battle. If anything, they're getting on the ball more.
Yeah, they seem to be the 2 key players for Haverfordwest. That midfield 3 of Veal, Henry Jones and Corey Shepherd, they want to get on the ball, and it's clear to see. And it's a clever play from Henry Jones. He gets his body in between them and the ball, and he's always going to get a foul for that. It gives him a chance to show his quality from a set piece.
Yeah, going back to that start we had, do you think that would have been because they got that many sort of we call like footballing players in that centre part of the midfield? Do you think that Hughes would have wanted his midfielders to get aggressive with them?
Yeah, and I think that's what he would have said to Coens and Walker, to get tight on those boys, stop them from
ball in, great header from Jenkins. Sorry for cutting across you there, Will. Jenkins leaps really well when he gets a chance. A little more pace on the ball he wanted.
Yeah, and I think, again, if you give away fouls in and around the box, Henry Jones is going to just get his delivery on into the box, and you've got willing headers of the ball.
Veal. Jordan Davis in the wing-back position gets it back to Veal. Looking for a winner there. Sears does well. Yeah. Jenkins. Yeah, a couple of worldies there. Sometimes they come off and set you up goals. Sometimes they don't. Harris and Ricky Watts, I mean, it's an intriguing battle because Ricky Watts, plenty of experience about him now, I know. Referee says he got the ball. Looked to foul it again.
He's flicked it past him.
I think the referee has been reading the keep the game flowing manual again.
Yeah, he has. You can see Henry Jones, and every time he's got on the ball, Walker is on him like a rash.
Yeah, no doubt. Cowan's first this time. Watts. Shepherd. Plenty of space in front of Abruzzi. He's got to attack the space now.
Yeah, that's where you want him. He found a good ball in. It's a great ball. He's unlucky.
Callum Roberts heads away. Callum Roberts does the right thing, by the way.
Yeah, I think so.
You've got to do your job there.
When you're looking at the wing back, I know they're saying that Jordan Davison then needs to swing round the back post. Can he try and make that back post?
I think it'll be Abruzzi. He'll get across now and take the corner there. Jenkins with the header down straight into the hands again of Dave Jones. But this is interesting now. Williams or Mark Jenkins. He'll definitely be the target, Jenkins.
Yeah, definitely. Is it Shane Sattler's taking it off him? Gary Williams got into more of into the hold position to go and attack the ball.
Plenty on it.
A lofted one.
Kieran Mills-Evans heads it away. Shepherd back to Watts. He's got the angle to put this in now, Shepherd. Floats it in.
Great
First header, Jenkins again. Gets away with one there, Callum Roberts. Keeps it in play. Tries to hook it clear. It hits the man and goes behind. But yet again, a percentage stats will be interesting, Will.
Yeah,
50-50 for me.
I was going to say, if I was a guessing man, I'd go 50-50. Maybe the last 5-10 minutes might have edged towards Haverfordwest a little bit more.
Quick stop in play there, Will. Enjoying your life in the Football League?
Yeah, you know, I'm absolutely loving it. Like I said when I first signed, it's every kid's dream when they grow up. They want to be a professional footballer, and you know, I've had some great years playing semi-pro, and when an opportunity like that comes about, it's too hard to turn down. And you offer it to anyone playing in this league, and it's just something you can't turn down. And yeah, I'm loving every minute at the moment. Just wishing we can get a few more results together and climb the table.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. Sure you will. And you've been a credit to us so far. Well done. Keep it going. Abruzzi gets up for the header. Sears first. The ball was in. Yeah, great run, Rushton. What? He's got a chance. Goalkeeper's out, by the way.
He's got to square it.
Oh, must be Harris. 1-0 Newtown. The break was on. Wonderful pass from Williams. Another pass from Rushton. And it's Harris off the wing who slots the first goal of the afternoon. It's Newtown 1, Haverfordwest County 0.
Yeah, really good play again. I mean, Aaron Williams, we've seen it a couple of times. He's dropped in, sets the ball, and Rushton just makes that third man run. And, you know, if he's not scoring goals, he's getting assists, and it's a really good decision from him. I've set it up here to square it, and I can see the whole pitch, but he's made a really good decision to just roll it across to Harris, who gets an easy tapping in the end.
Gaps in the defence are massive, by the way, Will.
Yeah.
With one ball then from Aaron Williams, split 3 defenders. That's unacceptable. He runs in behind him. Great pass from Rushton. Great finish, Harris. 1-0 the Robins.
So I think Abruzzi's come out with Aaron Williams out here. Lee Jenkins gets sucked across, and it allows Rushton to attack the space. And like I said, he does brilliantly to roll it across. And yeah, it's a good finish.
It's a massive goal. And I tell you what, not a bad ball for a number 9, by the way. A supposedly goal-scoring number 9 like Aaron Williams. It just goes to play. Shows some of these people can play in this league.
Yeah, definitely so. I don't think it's ever been doubted. There's some serious talent in the league, and you know, Aaron Williams is a proven talent.
Veal, Haverfordwest looking for a quick reply. Pulled across. Fawcett pulled it across. Duggan just couldn't get his shot off. But there's no doubt at all we got a great game on our hands here this afternoon. 29 minutes on the clock. A Nigel Harris goal separates the two teams, but I think we could have plenty more on our hands here, Will, today.
Yeah, we said we wanted goals, and it looks like that's what we're getting.
Puts Newtown at the 6th spot in the table. A couple of weeks ago, they were being regarded from a lot of people who don't know much about this league that they could be involved in a relegation scrap this year.
Yeah, I spoke to George Hughes earlier in the clubhouse, and he said after a tricky start, you know, we've been a bit up and down, but like you said earlier, they're starting to hit a little bit of form, and if they can put some results together and and take this Christmas period positively, it opens up for them.
They're in again, and it's Williams who's in again. Just might have to reschedule that back three a little bit for me. Pens at the moment, they're going high. Jenkins is going high. Yori Humphries is going high alongside him, and there's a lot of room in behind.
Yeah, it's really good unselfish play again by Aaron Williams. As we see the goal again, he sucks out the defenders, allows Rushton to make that third man run in behind, and you know it's proven a bit of a nuisance for Haverfordwest back three at the moment.
Yeah, Rushton's always been one of the assist kings in the JD Cymru Premier. I think last season he was up there with 13. You know, that's a good bag full of assists.
Really good return, yeah, really good return.
We were talking about him earlier on, Will, goals. And nowadays, because maybe the game's changed and because of technology and everything, but I don't think anybody heard of an assist.
Yeah, it wasn't
15 years
really,
ago.
Yeah, I do know what you're saying. It wasn't really a massive thing, and the likes of Fabregas looking at Premier League, David Silva, who weren't really big goal scorers, they pretty much brought in the importance of an assist. You know, it's always been there and everyone's known about it, but when you start putting figures up like those lads did in the Premier League, it really opened everyone's eyes, I suppose.
Fawcett, hold up play is excellent. Shepherd,
really important from Fawcett. That's done really well. You know, he's half the size of Shane Sutton, and you know he secured the ball. And
Newtown have come to scrap as well, by the way, Will. No doubt.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
They're flying into challenges. Even then, he's on the edge of the half, and Sutton leaves something in on Shepherd. Every tackle they've gone in,
yeah, I mean,
they're leaving something in.
It's not a bad foul from that distance away. You know, they're not going to send the big boys up from the back, so you know Shane Sutton won't mind giving away a foul up there.
Jenkins, Jones. Glides past his man and gets it off to Watts. Just about, I think. Might just be earning this 1-0 at half-time. There was definitely not a lot in it. But just chances in the box themselves. Idzi. Nothing that Idzi could do about the goal.
No, I think that the importance was in the pass from Rushton. He's rolled it across. It doesn't really give Idzi much of a chance.
Veal.
Can get the flick here.
Yeah. He's gone again. You've seen that as a striker, Will. You've seen that 2 or 3 times already.
Yeah. You know, that's a great run off the back of Sutton, that from Fawcett. And if Duggan can win the ball there, flick it or direct it towards Fawcett, he's in.
Zelly Ismail there. Come on, Zelly, you're supposed to be watching your players, son.
What's he checking on there? No World Cup on today. Probably has
Veal.
What he's having for tea.
Yeah, he's played well too, Zelly Ismail, the previous couple of games. It's unfortunate to be out today. Suspended, I think. Jones. Abruzzi. Sears and Callum Roberts haven't really been hurt at all.
No.
And that's where we expected them to try and get in a little bit more, Haverfordwest.
We're talking about Aaron Williams' goals before the game. You can just see as well, he does a lot of unselfish work, dragging defenders out, and again, his hold-up play there has been superb.
Yeah, you see a lot more up here, Will. It's a great vantage point we got here.
Yeah, definitely.
In the Royal Box at Newtown. Malcolm Allen and company are in the fridge next door.
What are the teas like at half-time?
I don't know, but I suppose I'll be paying for them again, will I?
It's only fair.
I think our co-producer, Rodri, he leaves his wallet home every week, Will.
Oh, does he? Yeah, well played. He's worked with you for too long, he knows how to play, you know.
We need one. But a superb 34 minutes, Tony Pennock. Don't think he'll have a lot.
No, I was going to say, I can't imagine it'd be too disheartened so far.
Just a soft goal to give away.
Just a soft goal, you know, and I think he'll address that at half-time, that ultimately you're 3 against 1 at the back there. If one centre-half pops out, the other 2 have just got to squeeze together to stop that run through the middle from Rushton.
Yeah, he's not going to go in at half-time and think to himself, oh, we got no chance to get this goal back. There's depth in the game, no doubt at all.
Yeah.
Sears is starting to, he's having a decent game. His ball passing out been superb. Nobody at all. It's surprising for me because Abruzzi has caused problems for nearly every team this season.
Yeah, they've got some really nice technicians in the squad, Haverfordwest, you know, lads who want to get on the ball, can offer that bit of quality, and so far they just haven't been able to do that, whether that's a credit to Newtown, who've been quite solid, or, you know, up in the faces with the press.
Scotty on Monday evening. I hope you're still watching, Will. All the Scorio goals on a Monday evening.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, chance! Oh, great closing down by Duggan, and Jones nearly gave him a chance to get on the score sheet.
And that's one thing Chris Hughes will not want to give away to Haverfordwest, as a cheap goal like that.
Too many, Will. And I think when we did get back together in that camp last year, one thing was banned, the suicide ball.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not allowed, man.
No,
There's too many goals given away.
You know, you watch it back there, and it's such a cheap way to give it. Tell you what, if he slides there rather than stretches out, you might get a bit more contact on
Well,
that.
if you're watching football every week on television, say you average, say, about 20 games, right? There is a goal given away every week by the goalkeeper in the modern game, which is crazy. Whoa. I think Henry Jones could may have an answer to the fourth official in a minute if he blows up.
You can see why he's angry. He's done really well to push him off the ball. And he's gone for the give and go around the corner, and it's quite clever defending from Ryan Sisver. He's just blocked him off, not allowed him to get on the return, and showed his frustrations.
Yeah, we just had to apologise if there was any language in. And here is the, yeah, we were right. Mr. Petts goes across and says to Henry, you're not allowed to swear at the fourth official. Point taken from Henry.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's good to see that emotion, showing that he cares, but...
Yeah, he's doing well. He's having a good game himself.
He's having a good game, and, you know, he's unlucky, really.
Here's the one. Just put your foot through it, Dave. Don't give him a chance. He's unlucky, Duggan, by the way.
Yeah. All for his own hard work as well. He is unlucky. But like I said, you don't want to be giving away a goal like that 10 minutes before the half. Newtown will be happy to go near 1-0 up.
It was 10th last season when Nicky Hayen left to go to Club Brugge, and when Tony Pennock came in. Tony has been around the block as well. He was at Hull City for over 4 or 5 seasons, so he has bags and bags of experience. Duggan breaks the line. Jones is on the left-hand side. Great shot across. Good effort. Whichever way you look at it, he took the gamble, he took the shot on.
Yeah, no, I don't mind that from him. Again, I'm going to favour the striker. If you're a man running on the edge of the box, could he have cut it back? But, you know, he's made it himself. I think Jake Walker does well to close that off. Gives Dave Jones an option that he's only going to hit it. And he's unfortunate just to drag it to the left-hand side of the post.
Yeah, gets the shot off. It's only just wide of the target. But that's a better reward for Duggan. Duggan's work rate, by the way, has been tremendous so far.
Yeah,
he closed the last one down off Dave Jones. He's got the shot off there, and Pennock will be happier. More goals in this game, definitely. Humphreys wins the header against Robles. Walker. Mills Evans willing to put his head in. Newtown have Pontypridd next, the Met away, and Aberystwyth twice over Christmas. Of course, you'll be involved in a couple of Christmas battles now, Will. Is this everybody in the Cymru Premier usually out at Christmas time?
Yeah, it's always a very busy period.
Key period.
It's a key period as well, yeah, absolutely. You know, you want to start the new year going in with, you know, a good Christmas period, and it's always busy, it's always frantic. And yeah, I think we've got games down south and on Boxing Day, but yeah, they come thick and fast, and you want to make sure you try and tally up as much points as possible.
Yes, that type of period. You get 4 games in the space of about 14 days over Christmas. Change your season round.
Yeah, it can, definitely.
See us. Aaron Williams' hold-up play and his positional play coming off the front line has been tremendous. When he's come in, he's created holes.
Yeah.
Forset. Roberts is chasing him down in the corner. Gets his team the corner. Callum Roberts may be taking the yellow here.
Was that for the foul just on the edge of the box? On the halfway line?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. He's followed him through. That's where he punched the ground, Callum, by the way. Yeah, there it is. The yellow card, Callum Roberts. 40 minutes on the clock. They've got to try and make one of these pay.
I don't know if that's worthy of a yellow.
Well, I'll tell you what, after the couple of times we've seen, he's very unlucky there, Callum.
He is.
Sutton heads away. Harris hooks it clear. Watts, Veal back inside. Shepherd, big man still up from the back. Jenkins.
Henry Jones.
Veal, great ball in. And Sears comes across from right back. That's the beauty of having Sears at right back.
Yeah, definitely.
Breaks on here. Cowans, just on half time. Did well to keep that in play. Well. Callum Roberts, great ball in behind.
Yeah, well played.
Great ball in behind from Callum Roberts. It was good cover tackle from Yori Humphreys. But it's flowed. Maybe we haven't had enough quality strikes to make goalkeepers make great saves. But as a contest, it's been end to end and quite lively.
Yeah, no, there's been some really nice moments actually. But like you said, has either goalkeeper been tested too much? I wouldn't say so. They've been pretty comfortable, but you know, in between the final thirds, it's been a real good contest.
And a goal now, Will, for the Robins. Could almost be a match winner a couple of minutes before half time.
Definitely.
Headed clear by Shepherd. I think you're back on duty at half time, Will. Dylan Ebenezer.
Yeah, going back now to speak to Del.
Great ball in. Watts again gets the header away. Robles need to keep that in play. Gets the corner. Big couple of minutes now for Newtown and Haverfordwest and Tony Pennock. He's got to keep this ball out.
Yeah, you don't want to concede here as Haverfordwest. You know, coming back out to the second half 2-0 down is definitely a mountain to climb.
Shepherd will guard the front post. Back post. Free header almost. The big man went up, got on the end of it. Shane Sutton, a 33-year-old, he's scored goals during his career from corners. That would have been his 20th goal in 270 games for Shane Sutton. Not a bad return.
Not a bad return. How many do you reckon of headers?
20.
I do remember him scoring a volley where he's nearly taking the net off.
Well, we'll try and get in on Scotty on Monday evening if we will.
Have a look for me. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just picture him scoring a thunderous volley.
Humphreys, Jones again. He's worked hard, Jones. Just trying to get his team going all the game, but plenty of guts in midfield. You've got to be honest, from Newtown. They've tackled everything.
Yeah, and look at Jake Walker again. He was all over that.
Veal.
It's a nice ball.
Forset, great touch chance here. Scruffy defending from Callum Roberts, but he gets away with it.
That's the one there where you want Henry Jones a little bit more advanced, and that, you know, you don't expect it to roll to the edge of the box from the tackle, but that's what can come of it.
Duggan. Great first touch, Duggan. Plenty of numbers forward, Haverfordwest.
Slide him in here.
Veal, great ball. Forset, take the shot on. Gets the shot off. Mills Evans is there. Forset.
Could have gone anywhere, that.
Shane Sutton gets the next block in, so the centre-backs are doing their jobs, defending well. Haverfordwest pushing for the equaliser. Haverfordwest at present playing the last couple of minutes like it's the last couple of minutes of the second half, Will.
Yeah, no, they've just got a bit of confidence in those past couple of minutes. A few phases of play where, you know, James Veal's picked out a lovely pass to Ben Fawcett. The little flick nearly come off, and they're in again here.
Once handball there, a couple of players.
Tough one, that.
Yeah, very tough.
I think it has struck him on the hand, but It's come off his knees. Yeah, no chance.
Yeah, like you said, no chance. But how many ex-professional footballers have you heard say that in the World Cup, and they've gone over to VAR and off is gone?
Yeah.
They've awarded it. I don't know whether it's gone down here and he's hit the barrier behind the goals in trying to keep it in, by the way.
I think I did hear it. I didn't quite see it. He must have just overrun it when it was...
It's Jordan Davis. He makes the run.
This is the flick one earlier. See this one here, if Henry Jones is a little bit more advanced, can he come on to that? Being hypercritical there.
Yeah, that's what you want.
It's a lovely ball from Jamie Beale, that.
Right-footed, bit earlier then.
Maybe so, maybe so. I think he's got a Brucey out on the left as well. Could he roll in to naturally whip one in with his left foot?
Corner, last minute of the first half. The Brucey across, Jenkins almost gets the first header. Sears again. See, if you're looking, Will, from a manager's point of view, everything hasn't got to be perfect if you're keeping this clean sheet. Now Sears is putting his head on the block, Sutton's putting his head on the block, and Mills Evans in the last quarter of an hour, and Newtown are coming off with a 0, so you're just going off at half time and saying well done.
Yeah, they've done their job. You know, up to now they've done the job. They've headed things, they've cleared it. You just be, again, hypercritical. Could they make their clearance a little bit further so it doesn't give them a chance to put a ball into the box?
And this is the most dangerous part of the game, when they're just giving this loose ball away in midfield. And Newtown are definitely good on the break. They break well, Newtown. Cowans. Callum Roberts. There's no doubt that Chris Hughes just wanted to keep the ball to half-time now. Jones again takes a touch. Fawcett this time closing down. It's not the greatest pass out either of Brucey.
Henry Jones made a great run there.
Duggan will do well to keep the pass in. Well played. Stays in just below us. Chris Hughes asking for the throw, but it was definitely stayed in. Free kick given against Henry Jones. He'll have to be careful.
He's been solid there.
Half-time whistle there, blown by the referee, Mr. Petcher. A goal by Nigel Harris gives Newtown a 1-0 advantage at Latham Park in the Cymru Premier League. Look forward to seeing you in the second period alongside Will Evans.
Dim llawer yn gwahanu nhw cyn y gêm, un gol yn unig yn gwahanu nhw ar yr egwyl fan hyn yn y dre newydd. Fel allwch chi weld, y tywydd sy'n fuddugol yn rhan fwyaf o'r gemau pnawn. Mae gymaint wedi cael ei goherio, un gêm ddoe wedi cael ei goherio, a mi fydd na uchelbwyntiau nos llun o'r gemau sydd wedi cael ei chwarae fan hyn yn uwch cyngor Cymru JD. Ni'n mynd i edrych yn ôl nesa ar gêm ddigwyddodd ganol wythnos. Oedd Goetre yn cwrdd â Llanelldir fawr, ond y stori fawr oddi ar y cae. Ynglŷn â'r rheolwr newydd Goetre, oedd yn gyfarwydd iawn i'r ymwelwyr hefyd. Gwylwch hyn.
Falle bod chi'n gofyn, be ni'n neud fan hyn ym Mharc Glen Hafod ar nos Fawrth oer ym mis Rhagfyr. Ond dyma gartre Goetre United, a dyma gêm gynta i'r rheolwr newydd nhw, Carl Lewis. Carl, new job. What's brought you here to Goetre United?
For me, it was just a new challenge. I was at Goetre before as assistant manager for Lee John. It was a brilliant club, learnt a lot, then I went back to Lampwet, did the time at Lampwet, and now just saw the challenge, had the opportunity, and jumped at the chance, really, rather than sitting home or going shopping with a wife.
Carl Lewis oedd wrth y llew wrth i Llanelldir fawr ennill y gyngred yma llynedd. Her gwahanol tro hyn, mae Goetre United ar wylod y domen.
The goal for now has obviously got to be staying up, but I've never gone into football just to stay up. Hopefully if we can get some performances on the pitch, we can kick on a little bit up the league, but this year the main aim will be to stay up, yeah. It wasn't just last season with Lampway, you know, we started at the bottom, Division 3, 2, and then we finally got 1. So hopefully new opportunity here. A few years' time, you never know, we might be in the same boat here at Goetre.
Opposition today is Llantwit Major, very familiar to you. Looking forward to facing them as your first game?
It's a weird one. I think it's the first team I've ever named for Goetre today where I haven't had a friend in there, because in Llantwit we're all close friends, lots of mates. But no, I'll be up against my friends today rather than naming a team my friends in. But they'll have 6 or 7 players that won the league last year.
They're hoping to get one over on their old friend.
I think they are, yeah, they're hoping to get one over on me. I'm just hoping to have an improved performance from what I've seen from watching the last game. boys have been amazing in training. So hopefully if I can see a couple of things we've implemented in training, then I'll be impressed today.
How's the first half of the season gone for you?
Not too good, to be honest. 2 wins out of, I think it was 12 games. Bit of bad luck along the way. But that's where you are when you're on the bottom. You've got to create your own luck, you know. Hoping now Carl will come in and make a massive difference to the squad.
5 gol mewn hanner cynta cyffroes. Y fantes yn newid tirgwaith, ond llenillid fawr ar y blaen ar y hanner. I've been told you're the man I need to speak to from Transformasia.
Yeah, so I've been involved with Lancet for quite a long time now, and actually it was our previous manager Carl who's on the sideline today. He got me involved a couple of years ago, kind of really helping out with the club a little bit more. And the way it is with a small club like this, once you do one thing, you end up doing 20 things, and now I think I've done pretty much everything apart from play. And if you've seen me play football, that's a good thing. Obviously, when a manager leaves and takes players with them, you might think that people are going to turn against them, but what Carl's done for his club, it wouldn't matter if we were relegated this season. He would still be the man who took us from absolutely nowhere, where the likes of me probably could play, to things that we never dreamed of. For me, that was like winning the Champions League, or like if Wales had gone a long way in the World Cup. That was how much it meant to us all. So, yeah, obviously disappointed to see him go. Still a lot of love for him, and I hope he does really well apart from today.
2 gol i'r tîm cartre yn yr ail hanner yn golygu bod nhw'n dwyn y pwyntiau I gyd, a Carl Lewis yn cael y dechrau perffaith I Goetre United yn erbyn ei gyn-glwb. John, first win since September for you. What's the mood like in the changing room?
It's really given us a lift in the change rooms. I think the performance today was superb. I think we fully deserved it. Went behind twice and to come back and gain the 3 points at the end, but that was just terrific from the boys.
Carl, first game as Goetre United manager. How do you assess it?
Hectic, end-to-end, fun, great for the neutral. Well, I've lost my voice and a few more grey hairs, I think.
Wel, dyna ni. Hoff iawn y clywed yn gweud hwyl, yn mwynhau y pêl-droed, hwyl a sbrig. And you also will yn mwynhau y pêl-droed. Will Evans joins us, been commentating the first half with Mark Jones. What do you make of the first half, first of all, Will?
Yeah, I was just saying on commentary then, it's been a really competitive game. You know, both teams have had half chances. I think Newtown have just been a little bit more clinical. I think Aaron Williams has dropped in really well. It's allowed Nick Rushton to go in behind. So, yeah, I don't think both keepers have been tested enough, but, you know, there's signs of some quality.
Yeah, we'll see that goal. Now, the one difference between both sides in the first half. And, yeah, Haverfordwest been doing really well up to this point, and then you get punished so quickly.
Yeah, and that's it. And like I said, Aaron Williams dropping in allows Nick Rushton to make that run in behind. Really clever play from him to roll it across to Aris, who, you know, gets a tap in, and it's a really good finish.
Yeah, it's a nice goal. It's a moment that, I don't know, seem to wake up the game. It's so tight with them off the pitch. You know, the record's identical in the league table as well. I guess, are you seeing that in the game so far?
We've said it in commentary up there. You know, you can tell it's a really close game, and you can see why they're quite similar in the leagues. But just, you know, a real moment of quality from the ball, from the assist, and from the finish is just the difference at half time.
It's funny, you see some names in this league, people like Rushton, Shane Sutton, Lee Idzi as well. There's some very experienced guys around.
Yeah, there is. We alluded to that upstairs as well. You know, these lads have been around the block. They've played in the league for years, and, you know, I think Shane Sutton's done really well so far. Him and Kieran Mills-Evans, like 2 players who've been in the league for a long time, have dealt with Haverfordwest really well.
His beard's magnificent as well these days.
Great beard, yeah.
It's fantastic.
Fair play to him.
How's life in the Football League? Well, we want to ask you that as well. Of course, you've made such an impact in this league, and then Wales C, of course, got those goals against England. Suddenly, you're with Newport County. How's life with County?
Yeah, no, I can't complain really. You know, it's every kid's dream to grow up and be a football player, and, you know, when that opportunity came about, it was something I couldn't turn down. But, you know, I couldn't dwell on it. You're straight into the thick of things. You know, we had a real strong pre-season, and, you know, we've had some rough times, and we've had some good times. Obviously, yesterday's result isn't ideal, and we were saying upstairs again that, you know, this Christmas period is always a tough one, whichever level you play at, and, you know, the aim now is just to try and get as many points as we can. Yeah,
how do you assess this season? Is it going as you expected, or where are Newport?
Yeah, I mean, expectations, you know, the last few years with FA Cup runs and whatever else, they've done well. You know, we've played a lot of teams around us, and if you can nick points against them, and then when you play the top teams, try and nick a draw or a win, it really does help. But, you know, constantly looking over our shoulder at the moment, nobody wants to be doing that. So, like I said, this Christmas period is really crucial for us.
How have you found it? Because we're constantly comparing this league with the Football League. Oh, how much of a difference was it for you?
Yeah, you know, it is a jump, and you know, everyone would expect that. But yesterday, and probably for the past 3 or 4 games, you've had myself, James Waite and Priest Farquharson have all come from the league, and you know,
they're all starting yesterday.
Yesterday. So, I mean, if that's not you know, if that's not a sign of how good the league can be and what it can produce, it's you know, it's definitely doable.
Yeah, fair play for a club like Newport to look to the league. Who knows if more clubs should be doing it, but are there more players in this league? You've played in it, you know these guys, you played with them, you played against them. Are more players around that could make that step up? Definitely.
I think I said to Jonah before we went up to commentary, you know, there's a lot of opportunities here. You know, the coverage that the league gets, the opportunity to play in Europe, the Wales Sea. There's so many opportunities, and you know, there's a lot of eyes watching the games. And luckily for me, it worked out. So it shows that it can be done, and you know, it's doable. Yeah, fascinating. Lucky for us that you're back with us today on commentary. I'll let you keep warm. Half time now, and you're back up there for the second half. Mark Jones has gone for a cup of tea. He's good like that. Fair play. What a take, Jonah. Well, superb. Great to have you with us. Very much. Enjoy the second half. Dyma'r uchafbwyntiau sydd I ddod, fel ni wedi pwysleisio. Mae gem wedi cael ei goherio. Mi fydd na raglen, wrth gwrs mi fydd na raglen. Gyda ni ar sgorio. Toc wedi 10 am chi eitem hefyd gyda ni, gadwch chi'n yn hapus. Ond ni'n mynd I weid yn gynnes ac yn glid, allwn ni maddo hynny, ond newn ni'n gore hefyd. Mae'r gwr nesaf yma wastad yn cadw ni'n gynnes ac yn glid ac yn hapus hefyd. Malcolm Allen yn ôl gyda ni. Nes I weid byddai'n dyn, Marks, ni wedi gweld hynny yn yr hanner cyntaf.
Ar y fain Cywil Evans. Wrth y bodd, wrth gwrs, ac ar y dynal.
Diddorol o clywed yn sôn, mae'n yn naid, ond lot o chreuwyr o'r gyngrair yn neud y naid na ar un o bryd.
Ia, mwy o gyfleon maen nhw angen de, a gret bod Casnewydd wedi edrych lawr o lôn yna, a mae'n mor bwysig, dwi'n meddwl, I ysbrydoli'r chwaraewyr yn y gyngrair yma, sy'n hogia ifanc enwedig efo chwaraewyr sy'n y hwylffordd. Maen nhw mor bell I ffwrdd, ond maen nhw'n talentog, maen nhw'n chwaraewyr. Ac os dyn nhw'n gweld pobl fel Will Evans yn mynd, a nath ni weld y trin cychwyn I dren I Casnewydd, doi, mae hynna'n gret, mae hynna'n gret.
Ie, yn diddorol sôn am y gem fan hyn, sôn am Hwlffordd, maen nhw'n mynd I wneud yn dda ar y degau ac ati, ond mae un eiliad wedi newid y cyfan, gol y dre newydd. Beth am hon, oedd hi'n teimlo fel eiliad fawr gan Rushton?
Mi oedd hi, ac jyst ella'r eiliad bach o ansawdd y hanner cynta yna, y gwahaniaeth, y ffordd nath Rushton amseru rediad yn un peth, ond y ffordd nath o codi ben ar y ffordd i'r bel I ddechrau fo. Edrych at sef codi ben yma'n hyn I weld, ia, mae Idir wrth y gol, dwi'n mynd amdani, nac dw. Cymryd y cyffyrddiad cynta na I setio un I fyny, I slofi pethau lawr, I ramddiffynwyr mynd o'i safle, y golwr mynd o'i safle, a wedyn gosod y bas yn berffaith efo'r pwysau cywir I ddefo sgorio. Felly oedd y dasg yn syml I ddefo sgorio, ond Rushton, just eiliad neu fflach bach o'r moments na ti chwilio amdan efo safona mewn gêm. Dyna beth i'r gwaniaeth.
Be ydych ti? Stopio, gwylio, pasio, sgorio. Dwi'n cofio'n iawn. Dwi'n sgorio ar lawr. Dwi'n meddwl campus hefyd. 5 piler o sgorio gol fan yna. Ni'n gyfarydd ar ein o fi. Os ffordd yn ôl I Hwlffordd yn y gêm yma, gynnu weld I cyfleoedd nhw fan hyn.
Oes tad, man, oherwydd mae gynnwch chi Fil a gynnwch chi Shepherd yn ganol cael. Maen nhw gyd yn peldroedwyr. A be yn adre wedyn I gem yn y cyntaf, mae nath nhw ratlo nhw, nhw'n ffyrnig yn y dacl, nhw'n gyntaf i'r bel gyntaf a'r ail bel. Ein di hanner cyfleo maen nhw wedi cael, Henry Jones yma'n eto. Mae wedi wneud yn dda, ond bygwth I gyflawni dal I fod. Gem gyntaf yn ôl eis 4 mis, dwi'n dall. Edrych am faint o gyflym maen nhw'n medru. Henry eto, mae'n hanner cyfle iddo fo. Mae'n cael i'r bel gyntaf. Ie, mae'n cael I wrthio wrth y bel, felly dwi'n balans yn gynno fo. Wedyn y peniad yn dod I fewn, eto Henry Jones efo y bel ma yn cymanu fewn efo'r ciciau rhydd ma, wedyn nathon ni weld y peniad yn dod I fewn, dim digon o pwer, ond y gwahaniaeth ydy y penderfyniadau clinigol yn yr ardaloedd cywir ymosodol y cae, a dyna dyn nhw ddim efo. Ar y funud yma, dyn nhw ddim efo. Mae wedi dangos yn ar y record sgorio goliau tymor hyn, anyway. Ond na, I fi, mae Hwlffordd wedi dangos digon I cael rhywbeth allan o'r gêm, ond mae rhai nhw, pan maen nhw'n cael siar o'r ail hanner, mae'n rhaid nhw sgorio. Mae'n cymryd Manchester sgorio. Sy'n bwyd cyrraedd y gwrs gosbi hanner y swydd yna. Y swydd anodda ar cael pêl-droed i sgorio gols. A mae'n rhaid yn nhw'n hynna.
Mae'n teimlo'n rhyfedd canolbwyntio mwy Holford na Dre Newydd, achos bod nhw'n colli. Dre Newydd yn chlan yn dda hefyd. Ond sôn am Saesau llawer yn y sylwebeth o ran Holford. Mae'n glwb sydd gyda uchelgais a sydd wedi buddsoddi. Un o'n glwb sydd angen ymysodwr y mis Ionawr, pan mae'r cyfnod na'n dechrau eto. Mae
pob sio ymysodwr.
Na'r gwaniaeth.
Ond tam llawn o gwmpas.
O, be yn y dod box? Sy'n ei cyffyrddiad.
O, hei.
O, fi'n mynd gatre. Na ddim neud y well na hwnna. Rwy'n eisiau roedd o fi.
Ac i fod o'ch ti'n Qatar.
Ie, ymysodwyr, maen nhw'n beth o pren, ond dyle hwnna fod ar frig rhestr siopa Holford?
Sam cwestiwn. Sam cwestiwn. Oherwydd mae gen nhw'n chwaraewyr talentog, ond i'n licio ffôn ar Dre Newydd efo'i agwedd penderfynol yn ei gemau ni cyntaf allan o'r dorchi llewis yn mynd, oce, then, gyda ni pyn bach mwy o brofiad yma hyn, na ni gwffio'n bob dim, na ni'n neisio bod chi'n cael eich teimlo fel Shane Sutton, Mills Evans, efo Fawcett i ddechrau fo Duggan, ac di Henry Jones, faint fydd yn cael ei daclo yn yr 10 munud cyntaf na. Wedyn, gyda nhw pêl-droedwyr sy'n chwimp, sy'n gyflym, sy'n licio cyffyrddiad bach ar y bêl, a mae'n gyrdion ar y gol, ond yn sicr, maen nhw wedi dod trwy'n ar rwan. Maen nhw un ar ei holi, mae'n rhaid i gem agor i byn bach mwy, fydd na fwy o goliau ail hanner bydd. A Dre Newydd, dwi'n meddwl na nhw sy'n gryfach a edrych mwy, ond sa'ch ddim wedi heibio efo chwaraewyr sy'n gyda Hilford i sgorio. Ie,
mae'n driftpwynt mawr o fewn cyrraedd un o'r clybiau yma. Malcolm, diolch o galon am y sgwrs, wedi mwynhau yn fawr. Mae Malcolm yn mynd nôl i sylwebu gyda Ifan Gwilym, fan hyn wrth i chi weld y ddau dîm yn ôl ar y cae, sefydd yn Saesneg hefyd, Will Evans a Mark Jones. They're waiting for you for the English language commentary. Malcolm yn ôl gyda Ifan a'r chwaraewyr yn ôl ar gyfer yr ail hanner.
Welcome back to Newtown, where they lead 1-0 against Haverfordwest County. There is a change at half-time. Callum Roberts will be replaced by Matthew Jones. Callum going down with an injury just before half-time. Will, intriguing second 45 ahead of us.
Yeah, it's an exciting one as well. I think, you know, Haverfordwest can obviously have to chase after the game a little bit more to try and get back into it. Newtown got to be solid. It's a tough one. How do they go and try and press that second goal or hold out? Soon to find out.
First point there is when their first attack. Aaron Williams again dropping into that role. Just
what a ball.
Almost Ricky Watts, tremendous defending. Robles
it's the right ball
almost
again.
Into Williams. It would have been a disastrous start for the Bluebirds. But as the game has panned out so far, Jordan Davis drives 60 or 70 yards on a great run. Well played, Jordan Davis there.
Great start again from Newtown. Like you said, Aaron Williams dropped it in, holds the ball up, invites players in.
Yeah, just
a free kick here.
It's bound to be a free kick. I mean, they're moaning on the Haverfordwest bench that it's not a free kick. It's not Matthew Jones, it's Shane Sutton. Callum Roberts has gone off. There's Matthew Jones just... that was the substitute. And here's the foul again, Will. You just can't come from behind like that. That's wrestling.
Yeah, but like we said, all game they've been tight at the back there, you know. They've given away a couple of fouls like that.
But they've been physical and accepted the one-on-ones, yeah?
Absolutely.
Henry Jones and Jordan Davis
stood over the kick. Yeah, this is the issue. Henry Jones got great quality from a dead ball, so, you know, they wouldn't mind giving it away further up the field from this. I mean, it's still quite a tight angle, but he's got the quality.
Jones is a great ball in. Almost dropped. I think it was Shepherd who got forward. Jones, great pass. Watts. Rushton drives forward. Abruzzi, I'd like to see him get more forward in the second period.
He's got time here.
It's a good knockdown as well. It's the wrong pass in from Davis. Newtown should and will clear their lines, but it's good closing down again from Haverfordwest. Jordan Davis just disappointed with his ball in then.
Good start for Haverfordwest here though. You know, early free kick there. Great ball again from Henry Jones. A bit of a muddle up there, but it breaks out. They've just got to be careful on the counter they don't get done.
It's funny there, Will, you know, it's always good to let the viewers know what we're seeing at half-time, and just spoke ourselves into Chris Hughes. He wasn't a happy man. His team are 1-0 ahead. They're on a 4-match unbeaten run. You start winning again, see, and you start setting your standards. A month ago, if he was 1-0 up at half-time, he would have been over the moon.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, like you said, the form that they've got coming into this game, they do expect to be comfortable in games, and, you know, if the performance isn't quite there, you certainly want the result there, and so far, so good for him.
Harris And Watts carry on their battle. Harris drives one in,
Lovely
chance.
cutback.
Williams just... Jory Humphreys gets a block in there. It was good work again on the left wing from Nigel Harris. He pulled a great cross back, fell to the feet of the danger man.
It's a great pullback. And you know, it's a great block as well, equally met. I think he gets a good contact on it as well, Aaron Williams. But yeah, it's really well defended.
It's a great block by Jory Humphreys. Second goal, as we said earlier on, will be key were it to come. Cowans. Duggan heads away as Mills Evans loses his footing. I think the word was at half time off everybody. Will it's getting colder out there again?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that half time wouldn't have done him much favours.
Well, it didn't do me many either.
Oh, look out.
Didn't do me many either. Will buying the tees again.
Well, is that not? No. That's my job, to be fair. Blame Dylan. He asked me to come and see him at half time.
Yes. Liadzi played the part in the first period. The two big men at the back. At the beginning of the game, I really fancied Fawcett and Duggan up against the two giants.
Here we go.
Chance.
Oh, good
just
cover.
got there before. Sears again coming round. Wouldn't be far off my MOM at the moment, Ryan Sears.
Yeah, he's been good. He's been solid. He's done everything well.
Will.
Yeah, effective, definitely. Again, steps into play there. It's just finding that final pass. I think he's trying to look for Aaron Williams' feet because he trusts him to hold it up, which we've seen.
Jones.
It's not a bad ball.
Has it in the locker, Jones, to serve up some decent passes and crosses from the left-hand side. Sutton just does his job and helps it on.
Yeah, it's a good clearance. Kept it in play.
The Welsh weather has sorted out every other game this afternoon. All cancelled. And I think we have a week of it ahead, Will.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see going into next week what the fixtures look like.
Veal. The game was carried on in exactly the same pattern as the first period. End-to-end stuff. Haverfordwest came out and started well. Newtown now getting there back on top.
It's been a little bit frantic. There's a gap here. It's a tough one. It's good defending from Lee Jenkins.
Yeah, used his strength well.
Yeah.
Bounces off Jenkins there, Williams.
Not a great throw into
The
Williams
throw,
there.
the
Yeah.
throw was a terrible throw.
You know what I mean?
You called the space, you've seen the space.
Yeah, seen the space. He's created it nicely for him, but it's just he's dropped it to bounce as he's running in, so he's never favourite for it, which, you know, is so frustrating as a forward player when that happens, when you know you can't do much about it, and then to get put on the floor doesn't help.
Cohen's there in midfield. I was lucky enough to see his father play a few times. What a brilliant player. Brilliant player. Title winner with Aston Villa. Played for England as well. I'm just looking at the Bluebirds bench in front of us. Sid Scotcher is on the bench. Ryan George is on the bench. Harry John. A few youngsters on there as well. Ivan Watkins. Ewan Evans. I could see Tony making a change in the next 10 to 15 minutes if the score stays the same. Just simply because, for me, the two centre-backs have been too comfortable in their defending.
Yeah. You see now Jordan Davis dropped in as like a right back from that wing back position. You feel as the game goes on as 1-0, will Panic allow him to just push on a little bit more to put a bit more pressure on Matty Jones at left back.
Well, of all the games I've seen in the Bluebirds this season, Will, I think it's the deepest I've seen a Brucey and whoever's playing right wing back, Jack Wilson or so.
Yeah.
It is.
See now Harris is just causing him a problem, just going to go and stand there and look at the space out on this right hand side now. You'd like to think so, that they'll notice that, and they can get a switch of play in. You know, it opens up a lot of ground to be eaten up.
Torrey Cisse, of course, scored the most goals for Haverfordwest last season. He scored 11 league goals. He's at Accrington Stanley at present. Big target man.
Yeah,
looked after the ball well. That's why I think Fawcett did really well off him. Fawcett goes down the left-hand side.
Together.
worked his way forward there, got his team a corner.
He's a grafter, isn't he, Forsey? To be fair to him.
Yeah, he doesn't stop working.
He works hard and...
Just think, Will, he would be a much better player if he was playing off the likes of somebody like yourself.
Yeah.
A big man up top with a bit of physicality. Chance. Shepherd. Oh, he hits the post, Shepherd. Gets a shot off, a slight deflection. Most probably kept it out. But it's a great effort from Shepherd.
It's another good ball.
And the Bluebirds are starting to pile the pressure on now.
Yeah.
How unlucky is Shepherd there?
I don't know if it's taken a couple of nicks on the way through. Yeah, one. Oh, I tell you what. Could be an unbelievable block.
I think it is because he's usually clinical in them situations.
Shane
Shepherd.
Sutton.
There's the just gets a block. Big chance for the equaliser there.
Oh, it's a great touch because I think it is going in. I mean, Dave Jones is across. Whether or not he gets there, we'll never know. But he's really unlucky. But you know, momentum building for Haverfordwest here.
Yori Humphries down there. Has he been winded? Or there's Shepherd shaking his head from that sort of distance. I mean, he scored here a year or two ago from his own half, Shepherd. So that sort of distance troubles him in the least.
Yeah, true, very true.
Big part, could be a game changer that. Humphries down. And I don't think he's in the best of form at the moment. There is that Robles looking above him, checking if he's okay.
Shoulder.
Yeah, Robles is saying, I don't know whether he's had a knock onto the head there or his face.
He's still chewing that gum, all right.
He's off the field at the moment anyway. The referee wants the game to be carrying on with him off the field. And you're supposed to, protocol says, I think you've got to have a little bit of a check if you've had a head injury. Definitely will.
Yeah, definitely.
Corner to be whipped in by a bruisey.
Seems to be moving all right now.
Yeah, looks like the jaw, like you said. Sutton and Jenkins just tangoing in there before the corner comes over. That's the big duel.
Yeah, definitely.
And headed away by Mills Evans. The only thing is for Haverfordwest with them corners, Will,
through here,
is it is almost Jenkins or nobody when that ball gets delivered.
Very true. Kieran Mills Evans is going as the free man and going to attack the ball, so if Shane Sutton can just block his run, Kieran Mills Evans has got a free head on it.
Brucey's great ball across. Sears again.
Good cover him.
Just knocks into that right back spot and clears his lines. Jones. Two strikers in the box waiting. Jones whips it across. It's the wrong type of cross. He gets it wrong. Yori Humphries. We're all pleased to see us back on the field. Henry Jones there. Nigel Harris could be the hero of the day for the Robins. 1-0 ahead.
It's funny how you say Harris, because you say Harris with a H, as you would say Harris. Harris.
Yeah.
I think he's just done well to flick it on there, and he's...
Right, as a youngster, Will, I'm going to give you the test we usually give the guests. Head to head, they've played 37 times in the Welsh Premier. Let's have it. Newtown, how many wins?
37. I'll give Newtown 24.
That's one of the worst answers we've ever had, by the way, Will.
You're kidding me.
Newtown 16.
That's not too bad, only 8-8.
Haverfordwest 11, 10 draws.
Should have gone a bit tighter, maybe.
Shepherd. Chance here now. Oh, just plays it in front of Fawcett. Again, they're starting to plug away.
Yeah, you can see Newtown dropping in a little bit deeper now. And I think Haverfordwest have realised they've got to press on.
Scorio podcast, listen to every week. Quality chats about Welsh football. Usually with Shauna David and Dylan Ebenezer. Superstars of Scorio. Humphries heads away. the
very
time.
solid, Humphreys, to be fair.
Yeah, he has been solid all afternoon.
Yeah, he's won some big aerial duels. It's just that recognition of when Aaron Williams drops in, when to go, and when can he pass him on to a midfielder, and ultimately that's where the goals come from.
Yeah, it's that period in the game now. Well, you're looking at, like we said, at the likes of Henry Jones, Shepherd and Veal, and them three footballers with their talent, they're going to look at this game if they stays at 0, and they're going to be disappointed.
Yeah, definitely.
Jenkins, Harris, Rushton with a touch. It's all the way back from Sears. For the last few seasons, Newtown have been a second half of the season team. Their form has always been better.
Yeah.
Jones. He's put a good shift in, Henry Jones.
Yeah,
Got to be fair to him. Jordan Davis goes back to Liedzi.
You can see him now dropping a little bit more to get on the ball.
Yeah, he'd be disappointed with Ali Liedzi. He's usually a good striker of the ball.
Yeah, he knows it.
They've only scored 6 goals from 7 home games this season, Newtown. 20 goals from 8 away games.
They've scored 20 goals from 8 away games?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Right, some stat.
Jones. Oh, this will be a great time.
This is the 8 ball, this is the one.
Got to eat the ground up now.
Eat it up now.
Jordan Davis is a right wing back as well. He's got to get his way into the box. He's watching the game. Duggan.
Oh, what's happened there? Yeah, he's gone that way.
Wow, it goes the way of the defender. Again, this will be interesting. It was a 50-50 lash out, I think, at each other. Who caught who first?
Oh, it's a nasty one. It is a nasty one.
Tough one to gauge as well. For me, that's just, I don't think it's a foul. Here we go. 1 foot up, one having a go at the ball. Bit unlucky there to give the free kick away, the Haverfordwest player, by the way.
It's a nasty one for the both of them, to be fair. But Duggan, to be fair, he's worked so hard off the ball, and you just think, is he going to get another chance like he did in the first half?
Humphreys seen plenty of the ball. Haverfordwest. You've got the likes of Louis Robles has been quiet this afternoon, Will.
Yeah, he has. But he's got the quality just to turn it on, and if he gets a chance, you'd fancy him.
Shepherd, Watts. Yeah, Jordan Davis has got to get forward. He's got to throw the wing backs a bit further forward. Take the responsibility of getting the ball off the central defenders.
Yeah.
Just get a bit more width for Haverfordwest and start getting more crosses in the box.
Yeah. The thing with Newtown, they're leaving 3 up against their back 3, which is allowing a 3v3, and it is risky, but you've got to accept your 1v1 battles. And
well, they're accepting it at the other end.
Exactly that.
Sears. Rushton.
Jordan Davis dropping in now. Seems a little bit unaware.
Rushton's played deeper today than he has for a long time. Get out the shout.
It's a great clearance as well from Corey Shepherd.
Jones. Fire one long this time. Brucey, Mills Evans, Rushton. First touch is not great, and Chris Hughes below us again is throwing his arms up in the air. He's not happy with the way his team retained the ball, he said, in the first period.
Yeah, it's been a frantic 10 minutes here as well. Transitions, the turnovers have been back and forth, and it just ultimately ends in that, with balls going long and running through to the keeper.
Just speaking to Malcolm Allen at half-time, Will, and obviously we have a chat about what are you thinking about the game. He said just a lack of quality, really. There's been a lot of situations where there's been chances for good passes and they haven't been good passes.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's been a competitive
is the word.
In the middle third, it's just lacking that little bit of cutting edge towards the end, and that's where you want the likes of Veal and Henry Jones and Haverfordwest to get on the ball. And you look at Here we go. You want Robles to hold that up, secure it. He's done very well.
Race is on here. Robles cuts it back inside. Sears has made a great run outside him. Humphries will do well to stop the cross. Should have put it in first time. 4 people were in there waiting then. That is fuming if you're 4 in there. Rushton was in there. Robles was in there. Aaron Williams and Harris were in there.
Yeah.
Had to deliver. Time for Haverfordwest substitutes, I think. Well,
yeah.
Got to make some sort of change. Sutton.
Again, has been superb back there, Sutton, to be fair to him.
Mills Evans goes back as well. Oh, big chance. Yeah, I think if Fawcett's in form there, and he's banged in 9 or 10 goals in the season, he takes that first time.
Yeah.
Jones.
That is.
Flashing across the box, now the ball.
That's how you want it.
Nigel Harris is just down before us, and I don't think he'll be staying on much longer. He's gone down off the ball.
Where has he done that?
Davis pulls it back. It's another corner for Haverfordwest. They're pressing for this equaliser.
Yeah, they have started to apply the pressure now, Haverfordwest. And I don't know how Henry Jones has done that. He's just flipped it with the outside of his foot.
Yeah, he's a talented player.
First one is a nice pass. It's a great recovering run from, I think it's Henry Cohen's, is it?
They've just defended well in their box.
Yeah, they have. They have
put
been very
bodies
solid.
on the line. They put legs in the way, and that's how they're keeping their first clean sheet for 16 games at present.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that after seeing this game.
Sutton. Well, that's one of the up and unders of the season. And Jones collects. You want more bodies around him right away then.
That's what I mean, yeah. Do you reckon he would have given that as a foul?
I don't think he has a chance to give it as a foul. Forsett's not even leaning
No,
on
that's
him.
what I mean, but they always favour the goalkeepers.
Yeah,
I've
just
been
lent his
I've been
arm
there
out
too
a
many
bit, yeah.
times. You know, winning that first header from Sears and Robles down that one side just buys Newtown a little bit of respite, you know. Haverfordwest starting to pile on the pressure.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a substitution made here by Newtown. Harris down off the ball, the goal scorer. 65 minutes on the clock. Can you see him bringing Theo Wharton on? Just add a little bit of strength in the midfield and maybe go with Robles and Williams up top?
Maybe so, yeah. Just flatten it out. I mean, is it a little bit too early to see the game out?
No. It's Reese Hesden who's coming on. Most probably to play the same role as Harris.
Yeah.
And the Bluebirds are making a substitution as well. Ryan George will come on for Elliot Duggan. Plenty of pace, Ryan George. I think he'll play him as a right wing back now and put Jordan Davis up as a striker.
That's it, yeah, I think that's what he's saying. RSA can be happy with his performance, to be fair. He's looked lively on the ball. He's run at his defender. He had a good battle with Ricky Watts, you know, in that first half, and a few nice cutbacks in the second half. So, and obviously he's got the goal at the moment that is winning the game.
I have to agree, Will. All Harris wants now is for this 25 minutes to eat away quickly and go home as the hero.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Substitution being made. Duggan it is.
Well, if he hasn't done enough work already, they're making him walk around the whole pitch.
George, is he carrying a letter, a note for somebody to read on the way across? He's just reading it out.
I thought that was a cup of tea order I gave you at half time, no?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
You give it to him.
3 teas unpaid for. Offside. Given against Robles. George. Yeah, the change is made that way, Will. George goes to right wing back. Jordan Davis goes up top and joins Ben Fawcett.
Yeah, I think he'll be happy with that, Jordan Davis. I think he's looked a little bit out of shape on that right wing back position, just with his positioning on and off the ball. He'll be a lot more comfortable up there.
Likes the physical side of the game as well, Jordan Davis.
Yeah.
That's plenty of pace, great run. Superb run. Fawcett. Get yourself back in the box. So. Okay. Matthew Jones heads away. Shepherd breaks on again. Rushton.
It's got to be a yellow, isn't it? I think he's unlucky to be fair.
He's a little bit unlucky.
He is unlucky because he has never really... He's not meant it. But it stopped the counter, and that's probably why he's got the yellow.
It is on purpose. Interesting again, if the replay is shown. A little bit unlucky, Yori Humphries there. Makes the challenge.
Oh, he is unlucky. He is unlucky, but you can see why he's been given a yellow.
Yeah. So crazy the game.
Well, that's it.
Changed crazy because you've got the Newtown bench shouting and wanting him to be sent off.
Were they? Yeah, steady.
The game's gone mad. Great ball across. Just a little bit too much on it there from Sears. But the game is huff and puff now, Will, for 68 minutes. And I don't think Dave Jones, all he is really had to make a type of save that that man made in his career.
Yeah.
Itzy. Mills Evans, first of the ball. Humphries.
Got to say, they have been solid at the back, Sutton and Mills Evans.
Yeah, definitely. George, you're going to have to have a little bit more pace.
Yeah.
Matthew Jones would be aware of that as well. Just got to keep the ball in play for a while as well. It's just a little bit untidy. It's been out of play a lot.
Yeah. It's been a frantic second half. You can tell that they're both going for the win, and you know, nobody wants to make a mistake. People just want to clear their lines. And that's where you've just got to come up with a little bit of quality. And the longer it stays 1-0, Haverfordwest will stay interested.
Jenkins. Play back across to Humphries. Jones heads away. Shepherd itching to get on that ball in midfield like that. He got a great ball.
A lovely reverse ball.
Forsett drives forward. Can he get the shot off? The block's put in by Cowens. Another corner. Corner after corner. Or is it going for the throw in?
Corner it is. It's where you like Forsett though. I mean, he's dropped in. He's probably not having a lot of joy playing on the last man, so he's had to adjust his game, dropping in deep, running at the defence, and you know, ultimately he's won his team a corner.
Short corner this time, Forsett puts it back up. Brucey with a chance.
Great effort.
Not enough on it. He might be disappointed with that. It was set up lovely for him. He strikes a wonderful ball. Don't think he's caught it as well as he wanted to.
Oh, I tell you, if it takes a nick on the way through, you never know. It's a lovely strike. He's owned it nicely on his left foot, but Dave Jones equal to it.
Yeah, they've shown enough Haverfordwest, just not in that last
that cutting edge is just let them down. And they've had half chances, but nothing out and out.
A win would put Newtown into the top 6. Incredible after the start. The bad start they had. But you could see through their team, well, you know, even though you've been out of the league only for 9 months or so, they got quality players.
Yeah, they
have. Squad. They have. Into the box, Cowens. Great ball, Cowens. Sears. Robles. There's a bit of pace on the cross, headed away by Shepherd. Cowens. Does Matty Jones put it in early? Puts it wide to Hesden. Great ball from Hesden.
Oh, he fancied it.
Fancied the overhead. Veal hooks away. Sutton from Mills Evans.
Good little spell for Newtown. Some lovely deliveries from Newtown there, from the left and the right.
Jones. Yeah. Oh, that was interesting. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Right in line with that.
I think he's just come from behind him.
Well, it's times, like you said, Will, you come now. You're not on the pitch now, so you're our technical assistant. What change you want to make, Will? If you're Haverfordwest manager at this present time now, after making one.
Yeah, I mean, I think the sub that they've made is really positive because they pushed the wing backs on a lot further forward. I mean, Abruzzi and Georgie's come on, they have really pushed them up the pitch.
Chance with a cross, great cross. Garcias again comes across and gets the important header in.
If he wasn't my man of the match before then, it's not Sears, by the way. It's a big man. Or it is Sears,
It
Ryan
is Sears, yeah,
Yes,
I think it is, yeah.
Great, brave header from the fullback again.
Again, a lovely ball in from the right-hand side. Oh, he's taking a boot to the head there. I think Haverfordwest have really grown into the second half massively. Oh, yeah, it is a nasty one.
It's a brave one.
Yeah.
And one which type of header which ends you up winning 3 points on the afternoon. But yet again, Bala, Connors Key, next Friday evening. It's a big game. Used to have some good players last season.
Yeah, Connors Key was strong.
That's a great game, by the way. Great game.
Always enjoyed those games against Connors Key. You know, they're always going to be a physical one. You know, it's a battle for 90, 95 minutes, and they're the ones you enjoy.
And that's why this man has done so well over the past few seasons to keep up with the clubs like that.
Yeah, definitely so.
Two stalwart managers. Colin Caton, especially with Ball, has done an incredible job over the last decade. Tony Pennock, most probably target at the start of the season was just to get his team into the top six. Still has a chance. Still has a chance with 6 games to go after today, I think.
Who's their Christmas fixture?
Haverfordwest usually is, I would have said Aberystwyth, but
Penabont?
Could be Penabont. That's not the easiest.
And that's not an easy task,
not the easiest. Sears, there'll be plenty of time taken for this. One of the going back to the World Cup, Will, and I watched Holland in that semi-final against Argentina, and when they changed their style, they were 2-0 behind, and they brought Vigast on.
Yeah.
And the other big man, 6'4", and they went back to front, and they just unbelievable change in the game. Do you think there's enough of that in the modern game?
I know what you're saying. You know, teams want to build through phases, build through units to try and, you know, play a bit more attractive football. And, you know, you have seen it with teams that it can work and it does work. But, you know, when it's in the dynamics of the game, last 10 minutes, it's
like now.
Yeah, like now. Would you perhaps alter it? I think they've done well second half, Haverfordwest, to be fair. I think they've pressed high and, you know, they've given it a real go. This will kill their momentum a little bit here, but no doubt it'll be added on at the end of the 90. And, you know, if you are going to make a sub, you want to give them at least 10-15 minutes to try and make an impact.
Somebody, I know it's like you say, it's exactly what Holland did. Somebody to bump around Sutton and Mills Evans.
Yeah.
Because basically, the physical part, they've won.
They've won. They have.
Hesden does well. Cohen's been impressed again by Cohen's today.
Yeah, he played some lovely balls forward.
No chance. Right winger at the big man, but he cracked back really well there, Matty Jones. Jamie Veal. The switch was on then, a big switch was on. Shepherd may see it.
He's looking for it.
He's on captain well there, they've dropped into a 5-4.
Yeah, I was going to say, they've just got to be patient now, Haverfordwest.
Pulls Sears back on, so it must be some sort of cut on the head. Great ball in, chance Jordan Davis, his first touch.
As well, yeah.
Matty Jones does tremendously well there and plays a great pass out as well to Louis Robles.
Yeah, again, it's important play by Louis Robles. You know, that when that ball gets fired up to the strike, you need him to hold it after you've withheld a bit of possession. You know, the pressure's been on him and he wins Newtown a throw.
There it is, Ryan Sears. It's Pontypridd, by the way, at Christmas, Haverfordwest.
Haverfordwest, Pontypridd, wow, okay, yeah.
A little bit easier than Penabont.
Yeah.
But everyone's searching for points.
Yeah, definitely so. A couple of our young lads on loan at Pontypridd there. Twamley and Woodhurst, I think they've,
doing really well.
Doing well, yeah, by all accounts.
A pair of them have done really well. Abusi. Jordan Davis at the top now, waiting for the supply, and Borset. Next goal, absolutely key. Mills Evans.
Yes, the second balls are on him sharply.
It's Jones. Will he take the shot on? Takes the shot on, he'll get another corner. Must be the 6th or 7th corner. Mills Evans is asking his midfielders, where are you?
Yeah, second ball's there. There's a massive space where he's headed the ball into. And rightly so, he's looking around at his midfield thinking they've got to track the second ball.
6th or 7th corner of the second period. You've got to pin one in on the goalkeeper. Plenty of lofted. You've got to favour Mills Everton.
Yeah, absolutely.
Corner.
That's where it needs to be a whip more so.
Definitely. Abruzzi
does well.
Decent ball.
Oh.
Great effort. Decent effort. Just couldn't get enough on it, Jenkins.
No. Really throw from Dave here.
Well, I got my idea. Well, with 5 to 6 minutes to go, maybe. I'm pushing Jenkins up top. Just try and nick a point.
Really, yeah.
Definitely, absolutely. You're going to try and get something out of it. I think you could put Ricky Watts across with Yori Humphreys and maybe just play a flat back 4.
Yeah, like I said though, I think Haverfordwest have created chances. I know what you mean, a bit of a vocal point up there.
Onside. Jones. Watts. The game started at tremendous pace. It hasn't been a perfect football match. Get ready for your yellow.
Yeah. And I think he's been running the risk of a yellow from minute 1, so Absolutely. He's done very well to get to 80th minute. Again, really intelligent by Henry Jones. There's not an awful lot of contact, but you know, he spun him there, and well, yeah, he stopped the counter-attack.
But Walker's done an unfashionable job all afternoon.
Absolutely. And you don't mind giving him a free kick away there?
Definitely, it's a team foul.
Yeah.
If there is supposed to be any. Jones looking for Fawcett. Fawcett said, just play it into my feet. They've got to be careful now that this sustained spell of pressure for about 10 to 20 minutes doesn't get him any reward, Haverfordwest. Jones. It'll be a Newtown ball. Comes off the back of George. Another substitution to be made in another minute or so. I think Theo Wharton's going to be brought on.
You could maybe think for Rushton, maybe, just so it solidifies that midfield.
Yeah, definitely. We did talk about it earlier on. Hasn't really worked out for Wharton here, but it's a quality footballer.
Yeah.
Just taking his time to bed in. Would be a good addition to their squad, especially in the second half of the season.
Yeah, definitely, I agree.
Just being clever here. They'll make a substitution when they're ready. Jones fires it into the middle. Robles.
Is he offside? Yeah.
Just leans on.
Yeah.
Who, me? No chance. Here it is Wharton, the substitution, and I think, spot on, Will.
Yeah.
Rushton shakes his head. Have you ever seen a player come off without shaking their head, Will?
Well, no, exactly. I've done it a couple of times. Yeah, he's frustrated, but you know, he's done his job today. He's done really well. I think that third man run that we spoke about, he's been really effective up there, and he's probably a little bit disappointed he hasn't got himself on the score sheet.
Yeah, you can understand his frustration. But what he'll do, he'll just slot Wharton inside now alongside Cowans.
Yeah, and I just think it just solidifies that 3 with Walker and Cowans there.
I think they have actually going to a 5-4-1 now.
Yeah.
Right in front of us. Which for me now says send Jenkins up top.
Well, yeah.
Watts. Fawcett.
Oh, didn't need to do it.
Impossible ball then. It's great defending as well from Sutton.
Done very well.
There'll be no rush with the goal kick, and we are in the final 10 minutes now. I think we should have 3 or 4 minutes added on with the head injury to Ryan Sears.
Yeah.
Will, a couple of your lads as well, we just better get a bit more Newport County stuff in, seeing as they've lent to us for the day. Priestley Farquharson doing very well, James Waite doing well.
Yeah, I said to Dylan at half-time, you know, myself, Priestley and James Waite all started yesterday, which is a credit to the league, and just shows that, you know, there's opportunities, there's chances, and clubs are looking. And yeah, he's been an absolute stalwart for us, Priestley Farquharson, to be fair. He's been solid.
Should be an interesting one. If he's awarded a handball there, is he? Jones clips the cross, is really sharp. Handball given.
I don't know, they've hit it straight at him.
That is lashed at the substitute.
Oh, great defending.
Jones, Henry Jones. Newtown just need a sustained bit of pressure down in the last third. It's not the greatest of ball from Matty Jones, but when you're 1-0 ahead in the 83rd minute, it's not the worst ball.
Quick free kick. Yuri Humphries again. I've been impressed with him, to be fair. He's been solid at the back.
Yeah, he has done well.
You know, it's no easy task keeping Louis Robles at the game, and you know, if Louis Robles has drifted over to this side, you kind of say you're doing your job, but again, very solid. He's met everything in the air. Just a lapse of concentration with that goal where, you know, he'll learn from that, and he's got to notice when you come up against some more experienced players like Aaron Williams, that's what they're going to do.
Well, that would have been an unbelievable assist then. Chance here, Williams again.
Slide him in.
Chance, Robles takes it early, passes it. Oh, it's a big error from the goalkeeper. And the substitute comes on and makes it 2-0. It's Reece Hesden who puts the ball in the back of the net. But unfortunately for the goalkeeper, questions will have to be asked, Will.
Yeah, to be fair, look at that, how it just changes. And you're thinking Haverfordwest getting back into the game, but again, Aaron Williams, brilliant strength. Lays off Louis Robles. Yeah, as we see this turn here, look at that. Pins him. Really good striker play. Plays it out wide. I think he is onside as well. And to be fair, it's a good finish.
Yeah, it's a good finish. But as it goes wide, Robles tries to take it on, gets a good shot off, believes he's a quality goalkeeper, and he'll definitely want to have dealt with that better than the way he did. He's been around a long time, Lee, and he'll put that down to a mistake. I'm sure he will himself.
Yeah, he's tried just parrying it around the post, I think. Gets too much of a contact on it, and it's gut-wrenching for Haverfordwest because, you know, they've been probing and pushing, but unfortunately it's gone in at the other end.
And Newtown now.
This is where the game management comes in, and this is where you've just got to be sensible with it. Play it a little bit longer.
Aaron Williams played a big part.
I was going to say, just keep hitting him because he's holding it up really well. Third man run from field, Wharton again. Ooh.
Is that enough to see the game out for you in the 85th minute?
I think so. I think Dave Jones hasn't been tested enough up to the 85th minute. You never know in football, don't get me wrong, but I think, you know, that should, as long as they stay solid. The back four have been very good. Both Carl Roberts and Matty Jones coming in, but you know, they've been very solid. The three on the right hand side there have been superb.
Shepherd. Davis drives forward, just got to invent something. He just played in a way.
There he is again.
It reminded me of the old two centre-backs, almost like Arsenal of about 20 years ago. Just haven't done nothing, just cleared their lines.
Yeah, nothing special. And
they've done their job, and they've done a great job.
Yeah.
Wharton gets caught. Chance here. Veal, does he take it on? Passes it again. Got a gamble. He scores a goal from 30 yards last week in the corner. He's 15 yards away there. You've got to take the shot on.
Again, on your right foot, you just back him, touch, and now hit. Trying to walk it in too much.
Well, if they're going to get anything from this game, it's got to be in the next minute or two.
Yeah, absolutely.
Humphries. Brucey. Great ball in.
It's a great touch because I think George is coming in round the back post there.
It was Keelan Mills-Evans.
Yeah, again, they've been superb, the back two.
Keelan Mills-Evans seems like he's been around since this league started. He's only 30 years of age now.
Oh,
almost from Ryan Sears. This would put Newtown to sixth position in the table. I'm sure you wouldn't mind if it was Newport.
Well, yeah, I'd enjoy that if I was sick with Newport.
Shepherd, Jenkins. Trying to play around.
They have played some nice football, Haverfordwest. It's just in this final third now.
Jones, does he take the shot on?
Split it wide. See the out ball there for Abruzzi.
Abruzzi was on,
yeah,
unbelievably then.
Onto his left foot.
George takes a touch, whips it across.
It's a great ball.
Oh, good defending again from the big man. He's got to give him some credit. Mills-Evans, he just makes the block run across Fawcett to stop it going in. Fawcett trying to get in front, but watch this for defending. just does enough.
Just shuts off the angle he does. It's a great run from Fawcett, and again a great ball from George. I think there's been some real quality in the deliveries into the box. It's just that final touch. But again, when you're making challenges like that from Kieran Mills-Evans, it's it's tough to get them shots on target.
So Malcolm usually picks our Scorio man of the match, Will. So just before he awards it, is the Will Evans man of the match going to be close to Malcolm's?
Okay. Let me have a little think.
We've had over 100 goals in the past, and I don't think we've had one.
He's going to have... Oh, OK, I'll have a little think. I think it might be a Kieran Mills-Evans or a Shane Sutton, because I just think they have been solid, but Aaron Williams, again, has created a lot. Ryan Sears, there's been some really standout performance. I think young Yori Humphreys for Haverfordwest as well has been very good. I'm going for one of the centre-halves.
Christian Edwards did tell me that you try and get two answers.
Yeah. I try and waffle around it a little bit.
Who's it going to be, Will?
I think he'll go with Kieran Mills-Evans.
Okay, I'll go Ryan Sears.
Have you heard something in your ear now? Don't lie. Don't be lying.
No.
It could be any of those right at the back. They've been good.
Yeah. They've just, for me, Newtown have grafted this afternoon in a way. They've grafted their way to victory.
Yeah, and we can't look past Jake Walker here as well.
No, excellent.
He's been solid. He's probably covered every blade of grass, and he's done a real good job at Henry Jones. Henry Jones' first 20 minutes looked to be right on it, and then I don't know if something was said, but he was marshalled out the game.
Yeah, but if you're looking, like you said at the start of the game, you're looking at the Haverfordwest lineup, and you're looking at the good footballing team who like to pass it around, especially in the midfield. What are you going to do? You're going to get your midfield men as tight as you can to them and be pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
And that's what they've done all afternoon.
Oh, Kieran Mills-Evans, he must have heard me.
Kieran Mills-Messi there, making a run forward. He's got the beard, by the way. 6 minutes, he's been watching the World Cup.
Yeah. What's that for? I suppose he's had the head injury, a couple of subs. That World Cup rule's a bit of a mad one, though, isn't it?
The add-ons.
Yeah, the 12 minutes.
A few dodgy watches there, by the way, Will.
And there's a funny one.
And of course, they're down to the last four, so we may as well ask you, who's going to win it?
I said whoever would win the France-England game are going to win, and I'm going to stick by that by saying France. I think they'll have too much for Morocco, and final football's like it can go any way, but I just think France have got too much off the bench as well.
Humphreys. Robles trying to cut off a Brucey.
So he needs a runner just in behind. He needs an out ball. Yeah, you can hear the shout options.
Still trying to pass the way out. So just for the last 5 minutes again now. And get somebody else forward just to... Although I don't think he's going to get much joy if you're going long with these two centre halves, by the way. George, good first touch as well. That's a yellow all day long. Yeah. Matty Jones, get ready, Matt. The referee won't give any easy yellows on that.
No. Great first touch from George, brings him inside. I think he's just done well to use his body for it, and then, well, if they get a goal here, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, they've got to load up. They've got to put bodies in there first of all.
Yeah.
It's just no good being right on the wing now if you're not going to be in there. Load everybody forward.
The main target here is Lee Jenkins, and they've mastered him well up to now.
And again,
Kieran Mills-Evans there again.
Mills-Evans heads it away. He could be going for favouritism for man of the match. No, Mills-Evans.
Yeah.
And then the last few defensive...
Yeah, he's been very, very solid back there.
The Brucey. Block by Sears. Jones. Keeper should collect. Does collect. Jones holds his hand up. It's been a frustrating afternoon for the Bluebirds. They've had a good run of 3 victories in the league, but it looks like they're definitely going to come to an end unless something dramatic happens in the next 6 added minutes of time. Jenkins. Shepherd just plays it forward. Interesting, that 19... I think we've done him a favour, Will, by saying about Dave Jones's no clean sheets in 19 games.
Oh, I know. They'll probably be asking me to come back now. It's a bit of a lucky charm.
Only Airbus and Aberystwyth have conceded more goals than Newtown this year.
Is that right?
Which is amazing.
Well, after the performance today, you'd be very surprised because the back four have been solid.
Yeah.
And again, Walker there again in front of that back four.
Tremendous Walker's been.
Yeah.
Robles gets the head on. Humphreys. Brucey. Just hasn't had the chance to play.
I can't believe that's not a foul. Yeah.
Surely that's a foul.
I can't believe he hasn't give it. Slide him and he's through. Oh, just behind him.
They need to get a goal now. 3 minutes left on the clock. Veal, Davis.
Got to get at him. Got to get at him.
3 or 4 men waiting in the box. Davis has got to put it in early. He's gone to the line again. Pulls it back.
See, the problem with that, not putting the early ball in, it allows the defence to get set.
Definitely.
And, you know, it's a tough one then to pick someone out.
Humphreys. Will Humphreys take it on? Fawcett. Can't say they haven't grafted their way to try and get something from the game, Haverfordwest, but they just haven't been able to unlock the door. Ball to the back post. Jones punches another. Corner is given. Can Haverfordwest get a goal with 2 minutes to go?
I think he's clattered his centre half here.
Is that Malcolm Alice?
Ashton. I did say it.
I think that's the only one of the 22 players you didn't mention.
Well, true, yeah. I mean, I give myself half a chance.
Well, Nick Rushton gets a man of the match. Fair enough from Malcolm.
Yeah, I think he has been worthy of it, to be fair. He was very good off the ball in his running. I don't know how we can look past the defenders if you're telling me that stat of 18 clean sheets.
And then they have their glory day and he takes it away from him.
And he takes it away from him.
He's a forward like you.
Yeah, well,
for me,
I'll vouch for him then.
For Sears to have had the game he's had out at the right back, and he's not usually a right back, I think he's been tremendous. And he's added to the strength of the centre-half partnership. How many times has he come round and won that last ball, especially that one header?
Yeah, he's covered well, and you know that's the role of your fullback, and he'll know that as being a centre-half himself, knowing that he expects his fullback to be around him. So he's got that advantage in that respect.
Mills Evans, head injury, I think means you have to go off. Definitely, they won't want to lose it from the corner, so they will make a substitution.
Haverfordwest a chance.
Dylan Downs will come on.
Straight into action.
Yeah, he gets a message from the gaffer. Go on and help us keep a clean sheet.
He's not letting him make the sub.
He's got to, hasn't he? He's not going to let him make the sub, I don't think. He's going to let him take the corner before. There would be some controversy with this to happen. He says play the corner. In it goes.
Wow, great punch for Dave. That's what you want.
From Jones.
That's what you want.
It's got to go back in. He decides to play the pass. No, it was never the right idea. Robles, Williams bound to go back down in the corner. Offside, was he?
Yeah, I think Rhys Abruzzi does very well to just play the line there. I think he reads it.
Substitution has been made. It is Kieran Mills coming off and Dylan Downs has gone on. +6 was the thing. I think we've got about a minute left for Haverfordwest to most probably get a consolation goal. But very much enjoyed your company this afternoon, Will.
Yeah, no, love being here.
And we'd all the Scorio listeners and viewers wish you the best for the season.
Hopefully be back on a game soon and, you know, following along.
We have a big game, as we said, on Friday evening, Ballard against Connors Key, which should be a tremendous game against Scorio on Monday evening. Oh, brilliant run from Abruzzi. Almost chance. You cannot believe that he's missed a chance there. That was a massive chance. What a brilliant run by Abruzzi. What I would like to see more of all afternoon, and he produces in the last minute. Glides over the top of the surface. Players trailing in his way.
They don't want to touch him because he's travelling at such speed. And
what a chance that is, by the way. Ben Fawcett 6 or 7 yards out.
You'd back him
Nobody
to
anywhere
finish
near
it.
him.
Yeah.
It's got to go in, Will.
Well, you had it has
got to go in.
But it sums it up. You know, Newtown have worked tirelessly for that clean sheet, and when a moment like that doesn't hit the back of the net, you think it's your day.
And there is the final whistle at Latham Park. Final score is Newtown 2, Haverfordwest County 0. Thank you very much to Will Evans. There's a very happy Chris Hughes. Look out for the highlights on Scorrio on Monday evening. Final score, Newtown 2, Haverfordwest County 0.
Dyma ni felly cadarnhad o ganlyniadau ar penwythnos, wnaeth ddim cymryd lot o amser i fi. 2 gem yn unig sydd wedi bod, ond mae'r 2 gol na yn arwyddocaol iawn o ran y dre newydd, a nid 2 gol i ddim yn erbyn Holffordd. Pwynt i'r Flint oer ôl rhediad bach siomedig iddyn nhw. A newn ni edrych ar y tabl i gadarnhau bod pethau wedi newid. A bod y dre newydd wedi cyrraedd ar hanner echan, dilyn y fuddugoliaeth nac yn dilyn y rhediad da ma'n i fod mlaen ar un o bryd. A gawn ni'r ymateb yn syth mariol nhw. Gyda ni, Chris Hughes is with us. Happy manager, I take it. Big 3 points. That felt like an important win tonight, Chris.
Yeah, second half felt like a long time. Look, structurally, I thought we were very good without the ball. With the ball, we turned the ball over far too many times. Just trying to get that second goal, and we were able to get it. A little bit of quality at the end, and I thought the first goal was an excellent goal, really good quality. So, look, it's a tough game against a really good opponent. I thought they were structurally very good, but listen, we dug in. Got that much needed clean sheet as well. We've been searching for it. I'm really pleased for the players from that end. I thought the 2 centre halves were excellent. So look, it's a good win for us, yeah.
The clean sheet has been mentioned. First one since the first game of the season. Do you think, well, as a manager, you'll be delighted? I'm sure your defenders, the whole team will be happy with that.
Yeah, of course. Look, if you keep clean sheets, you're going to win games. So, we know we've got players in the team that can score goals. But look, we've been searching for it, and we've been close a couple of times and got denied. And look, really pleased with the 3 points because, as I said, I don't think we were fantastic in possession. The last probably 3 or 4 games we were very good in possession. But we dug in, we ground it out, and sometimes that's what you've got to do to get 3 points, and we've done that today.
Busy time coming up, but 5 wins in a row now in all competitions. What does that do to any team?
Well, I think it's one of them where, you don't get too high when you win and too down when you lose, and you keep that steady, and that's what we'll do at this club. And, we'll keep going now. We've got a short turnaround. We're going again Friday, obviously. We've got Pontypridd. I think their game's been cancelled, so they'll be fresh, but we'll be ready for it.
Brilliant, Chris. Thanks very much for your time. Congratulations.
Cheers, thank you.
For a win for Newtown there. Chris, diolch yn fawr iawn I Chris Hughes. Cofiwch bod na uchafbwyntiau I ddod. Nos lun, just ar ôl 5 ar ôl 10 o gloch, dylen ni weid. Ac unwaith eto nos Fawrth. Hanner awr wedi 6 bydd honna. Ni'n parhau I gael yr ymateb. Rheolwr Holffordd yn ymuno gyda ni nawr. Tony Pennock joins us now. Thanks for your time, Tony. What do you make for that? It was so tight before the game. It felt like one of those games as well. What do you make of the result?
Yeah, there wasn't much in the game. Obviously disappointed. 2 goals we conceded, really naive of us. And at times this year, that's been our downfall, really. More experienced teams seem to grind out the result, and that's another occasion today that's happened.
It felt like watching, anyway, playing good football, doing well, but lack of cutting edge, maybe. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, final third's been an issue for us most of the season. Obviously, we've had a good run last 3 games, but, we create chances, and we created quite a lot today, but really didn't test the keeper, if I'm honest.
As you said, it has been a good run, and there's a busy time coming up now. How important is it not to let this affect what's been happening in the last few games?
Yeah, listen, we're disappointed, but we've got another game Friday, so an opportunity to come back and play against Cardiff Met, another team that we're not far away from, and 3 points against them makes a difference in the table. But again, every game away from home is difficult in this league, so we've got a lot to improve on from today. Yeah,
we're all mentioning the top 6 constantly. I've still got one eye on that, especially over Christmas now. There's 4 other games before the end of the month even.
Yeah, losing to Newtown, who were with us, level on points today hasn't helped that situation, but we'll just take one game at a time and see where we end up, really.
Brilliant. Thanks very much for your time, as usual, Tony.
Cheers,
Tony Pennock gyda ni, rheolwr Holffordd. Yn ein gadael ni, a gêm arall I ddod nos Wener nesa. Bydd hon yn fyw. Bala nebyn Ceicona. Ceicona di fod o rediad anhygoel, ond dal ddim yn gallu dal y Seintiau Newydd, a maen nhw'n neud I gorau ar y teg ar Bala hefyd. Y ddau dîm, I gemau nhw wedi cael ei gyherio penwythnos yma, a fel o'n i'n gweud, ni'n cael digon o ymateb un ymateb bach arall cyn diwedd yr rhaglen. Falch oedd Shane Sutton yn mynd â ni. Shane, thanks for joining us in this cold. I'm sure the beard's keeping you warm anyway. Yeah. 3 points on a clean sheet. Is that keeping you warm tonight as well?
Well, we've been after that clean sheet since the first day of the season at home against TNS. So, yeah, that's for me, that feels better than the 3 points, to be honest, as a defender. And, yeah, we're just playing catch-up. We've been miles off it this season, and we've been trying to do the right things, but we've not been good enough. And the strange thing is I think everyone's writing us off, which I don't know why they would be doing that. I mean, we haven't been good enough, but I definitely wouldn't be writing us off just yet anyway.
Kieran Mills-Evans was talking to us before the game. You guys have been around so long. You know the standards you've set here. He said it hasn't been good enough. No. But, as you say, top 6 now. It's still early. Can you do a challenge for those European places again?
Do you know what? I think it's just Friday night now for us. Game by game. Maybe that's what we've done at the start of the season. Got a bit ahead of ourselves too much. We've done well in Europe, and I think maybe instead of just focusing game on game, we were already thinking of getting top 6, and like it's hard work to get top 6. I mean, you can't just say, yeah, we'll get top 6. It's hard work, and that's what it's going to take. Hard work. Don't even think of it, game by game, and see where it takes us.
If you're taking it one game at a time, looking forward, but looking back, it was 5 wins in a row now in all competitions. There's a Welsh Cup in there as well. What does that do to you as a player?
Well, to be honest, it's been the same the last 2 years. We do start slow. I'm not sure whether the winter suits us a bit more. Drier pitches and whatever maybe don't suit us, but yeah, we just need to stay focused, keep training hard, and literally take game by game.
Brilliant. You're looking forward to the Christmas period. 4 more games this month. There's
a
couple of derbies coming up.
At Christmas, can you? So keeps the belly off anyway.
Brilliant. Thanks for your time, Shane. Cheers. Enjoyed it today. Congratulations.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.
Brilliant. Diolch yn fawr iawn I Shane Sutton am ddod draw I gadw cwmni I ni. A diolch y Drenewydd hefyd. Ni wedi cael gêm a mae rhaina yn bryn penwythnos yma. 3 pwynt y Drenewydd. Maen nhw'n yr hanner ucha. Mwy o bêl-drol I ddod. Nos Wener yn fyw gyda ni ar sgorio. Welwn I chi yn y Bala. Diolch yn fawr iawn am eich cwmni fel arfer. Hwyl fawr I chi.
Penderfyniad sydyn gan y dyfarnwr, ac mae'n mesur yn berffaith.
Screwfix Sprint, a noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.